audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, and we are here to discuss the clash on the dunes, Ruiz versus Joshua 2 in Jeopardy. According to The Athletic and Michael Coppinger, Andy Ruiz has not signed his contract and is threatening not to sign it unless his offer is significantly increased to go to Saudi Arabia. Michael Coppinger gave some very key points as to how he will be able to get out of this litigation. So stick around because we will be having Michael Coppinger on the show a little bit later to just discuss all this. And we're going to bounce this back and forth. Listen, man, when we reported 84 million, I obviously thought that Andy would be getting a piece of that. And then I didn't think a piece only meant 9 million. 9 million is what is being reported that Andy signed for in the first contract. So, like, that's his paycheck this contract, but he's like, no way, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia for 9 mil. So this is what we're going to be talking about. This is what we are going to discuss. If you want to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline, don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype and be part of the conversation. You can do that by downloading that app on the Android app market or the iPhone app market, absolutely free. While you're there, download the Patreon app and join us on Patreon for dozens of other free podcasts on a weekly basis.
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my Mike, he stayed out before he served you last time.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, everybody out there in the TBV universe, back with another one. Andy Ruiz, I mean, what can I say, man? Like, I know you might not want to go to Saudi Arabia. I know you probably think you deserve more than 9 million in the rematch. I know you probably are irritated with everything that's going on, but didn't you sign a contract? Didn't you sign a rematch clause that if you won, then you get a rematch with a already set fee? And wasn't that good enough then? So why isn't it good enough now? Because you see the money that's pouring in. So did you not read the back end of your contract? Did you not know that you wouldn't be getting a part of the site fee if it was going to be a site fee in the rematch? A lot of questions that I have. But what's going on, Ness, man? How's it going?
Cool, man. Since you taking that, didn't Andy know stance, I'm taking the didn't Eddie know stance. Why the fuck did Eddie make posters, release press conference, press releases, press conference information? He had Dazn tweeting it. But let me tell you where it gets even better, okay? There's people in the chat talking about fake news, right? It's so fake that PBC deleted their tweet and Instagram where it showed their official Fox on PBC poster. It's so fake that if you put hashtag, matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. If you do hashtag Joshua, Mike, they suspended PBC got that fucking power. Yo, listen, at first I thought it was only if you do Ruiz Joshua 2, the number 2. That's gone. That's suspended. But I got to pull it up. I want you to read what this says. I mean, it's unbelievable.
What you mean
I love conspiracies, though. I love conspiracies.
What you mean suspended? Like, we can't use the hashtag no more?
Not any recents. Not any recents. You cannot.
Okay. But look, man, I'm from the standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Look, you got to honor your contract. You got to make sure that when you sign something, you know it through and through. I mean, it's not
it's
Eddie's
crazy.
fault.
Yo, you
It's
can't
not,
even. I can't even show you.
I thought we was gonna have like not cutting people off. We had that
sorry.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
But I thought like if you're Eddie, you're doing what's best for your fighter. You're trying to secure a big site fee. A lot of things. I thought Andy said I don't want it to be in England. I don't want to go over there and fight. They don't want to come to the U.S. So they want a neutral ground. Is this not neutral? Does anybody have any ties to Saudi Arabia that I don't know about? Maybe they do. But look, at the end of the day, man, I just feel like sometimes shit might not go your way. But if you say you're going through something, then shit, man, you got to do it, right?
So Ruiz Joshua 2, nothing happens, right? I'm gonna have to share it. And look, it says right there, no results, right? No results. Now, I go back to it. I take the 2 off. I just put Ruiz Joshua. You see 388, right? Joshua 2 or Joshua Ruiz. So now you put Joshua Ruiz. Did I space it there? Check this out. Hashtag, right? Because what's going on, right? Boom. You click it. This is so whack that it doesn't do it the same way as on the phone. Like, if you do Joshua Ruiz on your phone and you click it, it is going to give you the message I'm telling you.
So what do you mean they like, who took it out? Like IG or something?
Yep.
Okay, I mean, hey.
So look, all right, I'm going to have to put it like this because I don't want to look like a liar. Fuck that. So when you click Joshua Ruiz, look at what you get. Can you read it?
Recent posts from Joshua Ruiz are currently hidden because the community has reported some content that may not meet Instagram community guidelines. What?
So obviously PBC, like, yo, that fight is fake. They're using our brand. Shut that down. So they shut down Joshua Ruiz, which already existed, but anything new is shut down. So Joshua Ruiz, old, exists. Now you go, I'm going to put the number 2 here because, again, I don't know why it's not doing on the computer. On the computer, you just get no search results. But then you put, look, Joshua Ruiz number 2, which was yesterday popping. And if you go to Matchroom, they still using that, right? But that's even better. Let me show you what happens when you go to Matchroom. That's crazy. I'm telling you, the power of these people. I'm on Matchroom. Hopefully it does it on the stupid desktop because on the phone it's so telling, right? So here goes their poster, right? Ruiz, Josh. Stop acting like this ain't nothing. How you scrub the entire internet of all those graphics that got reposted? How you scrub the internet of everything Joshua Ruiz back in the day? Like, this is insane. Insane. Bruh, no, we didn't sign for that fight. No, we not going to Saudi Arabia. You better put some more money in the pot.
How much more money do you think you deserve?
It ain't even about what I deserve. I'm gonna go to Coppinger's tweets now. I'm about to say twits.
Another thing that I want to brought up that Coppinger brought up, the IBF and Cooper Pulev. Now, if they somehow have this drawn out, does the IBF step in like, man, we ain't got to be part of this shit? Give us our title.
Mike,
if they take their title, does that void the contract because all 3 belts are no longer on the line?
I'm sorry. When you had paused there, I thought you were pausing for end. Mike, the only one that loses here is Joshua. Listen, if Ruiz and Joshua can't come to an agreement, the sanctioning bodies. Listen to me. The sanctioning bodies can't strip Ruiz. He got a contract. Yeah, let's ask Coppinger when he come on. He got a contract with Matchroom. What Matchroom gonna do? They ain't IBF. They ain't WBO. What they could do? They could sue. They can't strip Ruiz.
I'm not saying Matchroom going to strip him. I'm saying the IBF because he put a Twitter out that Kubrat Pulev.
So this is the thing.
Go ahead.
So what's gonna happen is they either got to come to an agreement or they gonna have to file a lawsuit before Andy Ruiz go ahead and schedule his next fight. They have to block him from fighting.
Yeah, that's what Lennox Lewis did to Rockman back in the day.
Now check this out. But
he won in court too.
Yeah, you know why Lennox Lewis won? Because he wasn't trying to have a fight in Saudi Arabia. Number 2, level 2. Let me just show the world what this says. Travel advisory from June 25th. This ain't January. This is June. This is a couple days ago. America telling its American citizens, fall the fuck back. Stay away. Stay away.
What did I tell y'all?
They got a team for terrorists right there. Stay
what did I
away.
Tell y'all though? I said this the first day that I didn't say it like this. Of course, I didn't know fucking level 2, but I've seen it in the news like, bro, it's some concerns about going over there. You know what I'm saying? Safety, and not only safety, but how their human rights are. You know what I'm saying? So that was always a case for me.
I mean, Eddie is disrespectful not asking Andy first. Like, how you not gonna ask Andy if he want to bring his wife over there?
What they can say is, we put on a successful show last year in Jeddah and Saudi Arabia with the World Boxing Super Series finale with Callum Smith and George Groves. And also, we recently did it again about a month and a half ago with Amir Khan and Billy Dibb. So the concerns that you guys have maybe shouldn't be that high because we already put on 2 successful shows without incident. That may be something that they may try to fall back on. But at the end of the day, man, it just seems like I know this fight is getting more and more lucrative every time that I even look up because you factor in a $40 plus million site fee. Then you factor in we may not have this fight on DAZN. I know their tweets came out that said that DAZN is finalizing an agreement, but
that was the best
fight
news.
Can land on ESPN or fucking Fox if they come with the right proposal and right deal. And pay-per-view in America, we all know that Fetty move people.
That's right.
Eddie ain't no fool. Eddie says, shit, if this gonna be my last ride, I'm gonna make sure I get all the money, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, I'm just excited that, again, I prophesized this and it's coming true. I knew that there would be pay-per-view offers, and then it was just so shocking that we didn't hear anybody show interest. And now today, it comes out that there's 2 different networks that have submitted offers. And I knew it. I'm like, how is no one willing to take the risk on this pay-per-view event?
One of them things like really comes true, like happened, like Bravo or somebody bid for this shit.
Yeah, you imagine?
They try to do Bravo pay-per-view.
You imagine that'll be crazy.
That was crazy though. I didn't think DAZN would let it get this far. You know what I'm saying? I thought you throw a figure at because DAZN fucked up, man. You can't give a guy that much money and not have his damn top fighter. Even Dylan White's not even with DAZN officially. So you got the 2 top fighters in Matchroom, not with DAZN. Like, what you guys doing?
Man, I think it's beyond DAZN. I think it's Eddie not being sure. Like, how do you announce a fight without a signature? And now this can happen, you know, because I'm not going to front. It's not like I haven't heard throughout the industry that, you know, fights happen and the day of they get signed, you know.
I got to stop this shit, man.
All right, we got Michael Coppinger on. Let me just go ahead and get him on here. Michael Coppinger of The Athletic. Want to thank you, obviously, for taking out the time to talk a little bit of boxing with us. And if you could just, I don't know, I mean, obviously it's your story that everyone is running around here talking about, the Joshua Ruiz or Ruiz Joshua 2 falling apart. Is money going to do it? Like, because I seen one of your tweets says that Andy wouldn't go unless the offer is significantly more. Is it really going to take money? Because then I seen another tweet where you're like, you know, the increased caution, level 2, exercise increased caution to go to Saudi Arabia. So, like, is he even going to want to bring his family over there with him?
This is just a lot of leverage and posturing, in my opinion. I mean, when Andy Ruiz signed the contract back in the spring to replace Jarrell Miller, it contained a rematch clause, which pretty much said, hey, look, if Andy Ruiz beats Joshua, Joshua has the right to trigger this rematch clause, and in that event, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua control the date, the site, and Andy Ruiz will earn something around $9 million, which is a fixed purse, not a percentage split. And Andrew Ruiz signed that, so he's contractually obligated to fight Anthony Joshua. Now, what I was saying is, from what I've been told, I could see Andrew Ruiz trying to use the security risks as, some leverage, a leverage play, and he's going to try to get some more money. I can't blame the guy for trying to get more money, but I don't expect this fight to fall apart. I just see it as Andy Ruiz wants more money, and he's going to use everything he can to get it under Heyman.
How much more you think he wants from the alleged 9?
I don't know the answer to that, but you got to figure, look, if he were to say, hey, look, I'm not going through with this rematch at all, then he's going to get sued. Eddie's going to sue him. We've seen this happen before back in around the early 2000s after Hasim Rahman shocked Lennox Lewis. Rahman and Don King tried to fight somebody else. They had a rematch clause. Lennox Lewis sued. He won in court, and they got an injunction to stop Hasim Rahman from fighting anybody other than Lennox Lewis next. So that's where we would be headed here. I don't expect it to get to that point. I just think Andy Ruiz will say, hey, make it worth my while, give me a few million more, and we have a deal. And yes, he still has to sign something. Even though the rematch clause is there, he still has to sign the bout agreement for the next fight.
Let's just say that this fight does maybe fall apart and goes to litigation. How likely would the IBF be to step in and pull away their title for the Kubek Pulev fight, in your opinion?
The IBF could strip Ruiz next week because they don't honor rematch clauses, and there's a battle going on right now that I reported on last week. Basically, Kubrat Pulev and Top Rank are saying that the mandatory is now due, that Pulev has now won 2 eliminators, one against Derek Chisora a few years ago, another one last year against Huey Fury, Tyson's cousin, and they're pushing for it. Adam Kovnowski, who beat Chris Arreola over the weekend, ascended to the number 3 spot, and for some reason IBF has number 2 unranked. So right now there's a battle going on between Top Rank and Epic Sports, which is Pulev's co-promoter, and then Tom Brown on behalf of Andy Ruiz, trying to get an exception to do the rematch. I think we'll have a decision in the next couple of days, and if they do strip him, which I think is very likely, we'll see a fight between Pulev and Adam Kovnowski ordered for the vacant title.
I was wondering why Adam got that title. He had like an IBF interim in his last fight with Areola. And I'm like, wait, wasn't he highly ranked in the WBC? And he's changing directions. But with Ruiz, let me just ask you. We had Keith Idek yesterday, and we asked him, would he go to this fight? And he said he's not sure. He says, financially it's not an issue, but he is worried about the, like you tweeted out, the increased caution that you have to have when you're going to Saudi Arabia. So I'm asking you, would you cover this fight being to know the magnitude of it, or would you rather stay home in the safety of America?
I would like to cover it because, like you said, it's the biggest fight of the year, and I want to be there to do my job. But it's going to be up to the athletic and editors there if they want to send me or not.
Now, let me play devil's advocate real quick. The same level 2 caution that is over in Saudi Arabia, I just seen you recently tweet out, is in Mexico. And Eddie Hearn is putting on a show in Mexico, I believe, on the 24th. So what's the difference if they try to come with that argument?
You're right. That's what Eddie's going to probably come down with something like that. So, I think it would be an interesting legal battle. I just think that what this all boils down to is Andrew Ruiz using the cards he has to try to get more money. And Eddie Hearn has a fight signed right now. He's going to try to go push through with the fight. I think the fight will happen, but they're going to have to probably placate him.
Why did the Zone let this get this far? Like, speaking of, they're just now in talks of finalizing a TV broadcast deal for the U.S. How did it get this far? Why wasn't this already predetermined in the first fight?
I believe the reason for that is when Eddie Hearn did the deal with the Zone last year, Anthony Joshua was not included as part of that deal. And the Zone was waiting to see where the fight was going to take place. The fight would get a much larger license fee in the U.S., it would get a lesser license fee in the UK, and now in a far-flung place like Saudi Arabia, it will get a substantially lower license fee, and what I was told is somewhere 8 figures less. So I think that's all being settled right now, and the Zone really didn't have a lot of say in this whole thing, unfortunately for them, but it's, this is Eddie and Joshua driving the bus.
You said Saudi Arabia is paying them 8 figures less?
The Zone is going to pay Eddie Hearn 8 figures less than they would have if it was in the U.S. or the U.K. for the right to televise the fight in the U.S.
Now, one of your tweets mentioned...
And the other holdup... Sorry, I was going to say the other holdup is that the Zone is trying to land the rights to the fight in all 8 of its other markets, too.
Now, one of your other tweets mentioned the possibility of 2 other broadcasters that put in offers. Could we assume that that's ESPN and Showtime or Fox?
Honestly, I don't have the answer to that right now. You can speculate what you want, but it would make sense that those are the 2, yeah. Or maybe it's Showtime, who knows? You know, Randy Ruiz is an Al Heyman fighter. Heyman does business with both Showtime and Fox. But I don't know the answer.
But no ESPN, though. Like, Bob didn't want to, he didn't bid on this, did he?
I honestly don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that.
In your opinion, how likely is Eddie Hearn to budge and give Andy Ruiz more money when he's contractually obligated to the site, to the rematch, to the whole thing? So I don't understand why he would budge, but I can see, just for the fight's sake, make it happen. But if he doesn't, he's gonna win in court. So it's like, what do you do?
Well, like any businessman, Eddie Hearn would have to figure out the opportunity cost here. If the fight doesn't go through December 7th in Saudi, how much does that cost him? How much is it worth to make sure the fight goes through? If Andy Ruiz and Heyman are going to put pressure on him, could I see him getting a couple million more? Sure. Do I see him getting a ton more? No.
So now, Gareth Davis yesterday early morning, or I guess for the UK early morning, he posted an article stating that it was somewhere around $84.6 million was the site fee, but then you posted it was a little more than 40 or upwards of 40. Where are we with that figure?
This is a thing where I don't have the exact figure, but I was told that it's somewhere around 40. It could be when I say in excess of 40, it could be 50, But I think it's probably, I don't think it's 100. I don't think it's 75. I think it's in the vicinity of 40, whether that's 40 or it's 50 or it's 60. And for context, it was reported by Dave Meltzer, who's a wrestling reporter, that WWE is getting around $45 million for their events, and they're big events they're doing, but I have top draws.
In the current contract, is Andy guaranteed any of the UK pay-per-view buys?
No, this is a flat fee. It's a flat in the vicinity of $9 million. Guarantee.
Now
it's a provision of services. So in a fight like...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say quickly that it's a provision of services, which is a little different, in that when there's a co-promotion, or not a co-promotion, this is a matchroom event, right? And in this case, Tom Brown, who promotes Andy Ruiz and Heyman, well, Heyman's the manager, they're supplying Andy Ruiz on a provision of services, which means that it will be negotiated that the package is $9 million, or around $9 million for Andy Ruiz, and he has to pay a promoter fee or managerial fee out of that. So that's not necessarily his purse. It's the package for the provision of services.
So, Coppinger, do a little speculating for us. Worst case scenario, Andy sticks to his guns. He doesn't go through with the rematch. They sue him. Is it worth it to Al Heyman and PBC to just pay off the settlement and keep the titles and do their own thing? Or would it be too much? Like, would the lawsuit be for, obviously, way more?
Well, it would be even something other than that. What they would likely do is, if you look back at the Lennox Lewis Hassan Rahman case, and I posted a link to the case earlier today on Twitter, they would seek an injunction, which would mean that courts could mandate that Andy Ruiz is not allowed to fight anywhere unless it's Anthony Joshua next.
Wow. Interesting. When do you think we'll get an outcome to all of this?
I would assume that and when I say outcome, the fight's already been officially announced, but as terms of seeing Andy Ruiz announce it or weigh in publicly and everything smooth sailing, you'd have to figure it's in the next 7 to 10 days.
Well, I mean, you say it's officially been announced, but PBC retracted their Instagram and Twitter, fight posters that they created, and the hashtag, which was active, is suspended. Both Joshua Ruiz and Joshua Ruiz too. So something is definitely on halt.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire for sure. This is all part of the play, like I said, to make sure that they're protecting their fighter, they're doing their job, and I would expect to see a global press tour for a fight of this magnitude, hitting the usual stops in New York, LA, England, maybe even Mexico. So I think once we see that underway, we'll know everything's good to go. But like I said, 7 to 10 days. They need clarity soon.
Last question. Since you brought up press tour, they did put out an official press release with only one stop in London.
I was told that both Joshua and Ruiz will not be there, though. It's going to be Eddie Hearn and one of the reps from Saudi. So I would assume there would be a press tour beyond that with the fighters. Maybe there won't be, but that would be surprising to me.
I know I said that was my last, but we've watched big fights not do big-time promotion in the past because it's a rematch, so it'll sell itself, is what these promoters and broadcasters think. Do you think we see that with this one, and we just might not get a press tour because it's so big?
You're right in that we did see that with Canelo Triple G too, but that's not Eddie Hearn's style, knowing the way Eddie does business. So I would be quite surprised if he's pulling out all the stops to make this fight the biggest fight possible.
Well, Michael, I want to thank you, obviously, Mr. Coppinger, for coming on. If you have any social media you want to give out to our listeners, please do so. And thank you again, man. We can't thank you enough because we use every one of your tweets and your headlines. You and Lance Pugmire are breaking news on a daily, so we appreciate the hard work you do.
And keep giving Dan hell.
Appreciate the support. I appreciate the support, guys. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Mike Coppinger and read me over at The Athletic. And thanks again.
No problem. Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Coppinger, the one letting us know all these details. So, Mike, now it's time to speculate. We got the facts out the way, or at least whatever information that we could give directly from the man that broke the story. Now it's time to speculate here on this situation, man. Because I know, he said, he's like, look, they sued Rockman. He had an injunction. But again, we got the level 2 thing, to factor in. And if I'm Andy, I'm taking a stand. Put me on the stand, Your Honor. Put me on the stand, Al. Let me say that for the biggest fight of my career, I want my daughters there. I want my wife there.
It's not that kind of like court.
Well, let's make it that kind of court. That's got to be one of the snags in the contract, right? Like, yo, some people look, didn't Keith bring his wife for the biggest fight of his career? So, Andy's supposed to leave his because of the probable danger, because he doesn't want to mentally stress about what could or can't happen? I don't know.
Look, man, Andy...
If he ain't safe, he ain't safe, Mike.
I know he has to take a stand, and I can respect it because I probably would want more money too. But when you at it earn, you got to look at it like you have him on the contract. Now look, I don't want to go through all this litigation and all this traveling on unnecessary shit. So $9 million, brother. We gonna give you 15. All right, we gonna give you 15. Now I ain't going no higher than 15. That's 9 what you making right now plus what you made the last fight. 15 million. That ain't life changing. That ain't enough for you. We already got you under contract, so going to court, you're gonna lose money. It just how it's gonna play out. We seen it with Lennox Lewis. We seen it with Rodman. Contracts are meant to be upheld unless there's just something in it that just does not make sense or reeks or has an out. This contract doesn't seem like it has an out for Andy. I'm just saying. If I was Eddie, I would give him extra money, but I'm not about to give him $30 million or no crazy number like that.
I mean, you say he ain't got no out. I think he has a lot of leverage. By stalling, right, whoever is in Saudi, they got deadlines. They need to have shit up and running. They need to be able to start selling tickets without having surety.
Not really, bro. That's what Ems and everybody tells me about. Like, even Spencer Firon said, those guys over there, they move at their pace, nigga. They ain't no hurry. They'll get that shit built when they get it built.
Okay. my other angle is still the belts. The longer it takes, the more the WBO decides to do what they want, the IBF decides to do what they want, and this fight becomes less and less meaningful. He could be obligated to rematch AJ. They ain't got nothing to do with the belts that they strip away from him. How important is the fight when 3 of those belts are gone? Because let's be real, if they strip you of the IBF, you ain't walking in there with the IBO. You walking in with the IBO if you got the other 3. You don't need that one if you ain't got the other 3.
And that's what I'm thinking too. Like, if one of those belts are stripped or something like a thing comes down from a sanctioning body, does that now void the contract because everything's not how it was last fight? Because like I don't have that belt anymore, so it's like we can still fight, but we're not gonna be fighting for what the contract stipulates, right? I don't know, man. I'm just thinking out loud.
And listen, Rockman went to court. People like these UK fans are acting like, oh, they got to win because he lost. He still went to court, Mike. They drug it out. You know what I mean? The fight didn't happen when the promoter wanted. So again, if they go to court, they lose their venue. They lose this potential site fee. Everything happens. Even if in court he's forced to fight like Rockman, it's still now got to get renegotiated. A whole new location. It just gets dragged out and money will be lost.
I want to know who fucking took the hashtag away. That's what we need. That's the biggest mystery of the day right here now. Like, who had enough cachet, enough leverage to make that happen?
Power. Who had enough power to make an entire hashtag disappear?
Influence.
That is insane. I mean, look, I do this stuff in front of my girl, so I'm preparing for the show, and I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, what? I'm like, babe, look at this shit. It's gone. Like, that's the power out. How is an entire... First of all, Joshua Ruiz used to exist. It's fight shit. That should say no recent stuff could be used with that. That's over.
And that's garbage, because we know with all the news this past couple of days, Joshua Ruiz been buzzing.
Yep. But they also took that and Ruiz Joshua 2, which was the official hashtag. I mean, it's so powerful that you go to match rooms, like I said, and it directs you to nowhere. But anyway, let's open up these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 12... What the hell? I'm about to say 121.
We got 680 watches, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so now. And if you're listening right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther and really support the Boxing Voice, head over to patreon.com/the Boxing Voice and sign up for as little as $3 a month. Like $3, man, it's like $36 a year, man. That's like not even a pair of shoes or a pair of jeans. No, it's nothing. Support us, and we'll support you by bringing y'all more and more shows. And on Patreon, man, you get a lot of perks. Whenever Ness decides to get his ass to the post office, y'all get them shirts.
Yeah, man. I mean, today's already 3 shows in one day, and we'll definitely be back for more. But let's go out to the sponsors and get to our callers. We want to get your thoughts on this.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
We got a couple of super chats. One coming from no name, no message, just showing some love. I guess he deleted his shit. But we got one from Aaron Stinson. Drop the belts, Andy. I'm tired of Eddie Hearns. And we got one from Andre Diacono.
Just pause right there, right? Because remember, Fury did that, and he didn't fall from graces. He got stripped of the IBF, and after he got stripped, he said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm already the champ. I'm lineal champ. I beat the man that beat the man. And really, that makes Andy some type of lineal, right? Not true lineal, because that's still... Fury, but he still is the man. Like, AJ was still the man in the division. Let's not, you can laugh it off. Like, yes, he wasn't the man that was Vladimir when Tyson beat him, but he is the man in the division. Even right now, no one moves the needle like him besides Wilder. No one. And I think, honestly speaking, he might move it more than Wilder. Like, Wilder gets the job done with those viral knockouts and shit like that, but like, AJ talks and does 1 million views, bro.
And we see the $40 million site fee plus. It's no stretch to say that. We got one from Andre Diacono. $9 million. minus legal fees. LOL. Hashtag airtight deal.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Listen, you with Al now, man. That's what y'all gotta understand. I'm with Al, man. I'm with Al. Al got in this game because dudes try to play his brother out. So no one getting played. Remember, Al, listen, if anything, yo, guarantee that he gonna be good. But remember that this is an Al Heyman investment. Al Heyman said, take this $800K. Here, bang, freebie. This freebie, go pay that top rank contract. Bruh, he seen the vision, man. We ain't good enough. We not worthy to talk his name. Okay?
Look, I'm gonna tell you how much power Al Heyman got.
He shut a fucking hashtag down.
He got border war fighters smiling when they speak his name. I just want to thank Al. That's over there cheesing when we talk about Al Heyman. I just want to thank Al, man, because you know he do the best for his fighters. But hey, I mean, Al Heyman's a great guy. I have never met him, but from all intents and purposes, everybody speaks of him very, very highly. All his fighters show him the utmost respect. Even when fighters leave him, they still show him respect. I don't want to talk bad about Al. That's the first thing people say when they leave Al. I don't want to talk bad about it, but I just wasn't as active as I would like to be. But yeah, Al, man, seems
Andy
like a
active,
great
champ. Andy active.
yeah. Andy active. Hell, Andy came back to PBC and started getting. He took one fight and got his name jumping.
Bruh.
Matrinko knockout, AJ knockout.
Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that, bruh? Who would have?
We had him on.
When Al called the three-way, when he did the little conference call, he said, yo, you know I got 800, but I don't feel like opening the bank. I don't feel like going to the safe. Who wanna put in on this 800 on this little investment I got? You know, like, damn, bruh.
Stabbing himself right now.
ESPN
got looking at Bob Arum. You had Andy Ruiz?
Sheesh.
We didn't even know. You had him?
Sheesh.
Get the fuck out of here, Bob.
Let me go to these callers, man. Who we got here? We got Boomeranger, JD in Texas. Talk to me.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my games. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54 pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Man, I got go ahead, JD. I'm sorry.
Yo, what up, man? It's all good. Is it me? Or it seems like when it comes to like Canelo and Jacob, easy fight to make. Why is it every time either Eddie Hearn or Joshua, or is he protecting? I don't know what's going on with this. It just seems like it's always some bullshit revolving, around making a big fight with Joshua. I don't understand this.
It's not Eddie Hearn and Joshua, come on, man. They got the venue and the date. It's Ruiz said he wants some more money. Like don't put the blame all on Eddie Hearn, you know. They just doing what's best for Joshua.
Well,
they got to do what's best for the fight.
That's very true.
They got to do what's best for the fight.
But that man got all the belts. Yeah, exactly.
He ain't got all the cars, though.
like Mike, this is what I'm saying, Mike. This is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying, though. It sounds like Andy didn't agree to go over there, right?
He got to agree. He agreed in the first contract when he signed. You heard Mike Coppinger? He agreed.
But see, this is what I'm saying. It's always some bullshit revolving. Yeah, man. I don't know. Every time, we make a fight with Joshua, it's an issue. I gotta start pointing my finger at the problem, at the root of the problem, not everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, JD, just to piggyback off you, Mike is out here trying to play devil's advocate, and that's cute and all, but AJ and Eddie are the problem. I'm gonna tell you why. Dillian White said this. He foreseen this. That's why he said, no, I don't want your offer. I don't want your 50-50. Why you controlling the rematch? So you telling me I'm gonna beat the brother, and then I got to beat the brother again how he want me to beat him? No. And that's why Dillian White pulled out. You know what I'm saying?
What's Canelo?
Huh?
What's Canelo?
What you mean, what's Canelo?
Canelo do some of the same things that Joshua do. There's been a lot of cases to where people come out, hey, we want more money.
Bro, they made that fight. They made that
Chico just did
They made that Jacobs fight with ease, man.
Hey, man, Canelo get every fight done with ease.
And Triple G fight? Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, did you
have to call?
Hey, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
I'm gonna give you some money out of my pocket.
Nah, I got you. Hold on. Let him leave with you with something. He want to leave with something. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. Maserati is mine, bro. Next border wars, he's mine. I heard that call. Boy started talking big, didn't he?
Hey, man, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you, man.
He busted your shit, nigga.
And that's why I told Mitty don't spar. I told Mitty don't spar neither of these boys.
Canelo, like.
So no, real quick, it's easy to debunk that, right? So Gennady Golovkin is Ruiz. Remember, his rematch clause, he asked for more. So then Golden Boy did what? The same thing Eddie gonna have to do. Fuck it, yo. Here's this 47.5. But remember, Mike, you doing all this, talking out of your neck, making your fingers snap, but you're not remembering that he got pay-per-view upside, he got concessions. It's easier for them to make a deal.
Because he was smart enough not to fuck up in the rematch.
No, it's not about smart. Don't use that word in this sentence, in this phrase. You know why? Because this was late-minute replacement. You went in there. This is exactly what you do. You say, yeah. Then you get the big dogs out. You get the big lawyers.
Yeah, knowing that you were labor replacement and you believed in yourself and you knew you was going to win. So you knew what you signed in the fucking rematch.
But that's what I'm telling you, Mike. You did your job. Now it's your lawyer's turn. Your job was to win. We going to take care of the rest. They want to go to court. We got money. Then we go to court with Al? Yes. Then we get sued for what? 50 million? Wasn't it De La Hoya wanted 50 mil? We went to court for that, right? PBC ain't fucking shut down, right?
And it wasn't for no fight, though. It was more for a stable and
right.
And shit, right?
You're right. And this ain't a fight either. It's going to be a fight in the courtroom. This ain't no fight either, champ.
Al put it on, man. Al, the motherfucking greatest of all time.
Al ain't really, it's my opinion that Al ain't got to do much because Eddie can't afford to wait. You let these sanctioning bodies.
He can't afford to not let this fight happen.
No, forget not let it happen because it's going to happen. He got the rematch clause. What you ain't got no dibs on is those belts. The minute you start losing belts, this fight, it ain't the same. So you got him. This time is ticking. He got to solidify this deal before those sanctioning bodies stick their claws in this deal and say, yo, this is going back and forth. We ain't got time to wait. We got Bob offering us big bucks over there.
We know one sanction about it. They ain't gonna do shit. That they gonna be there till the motherfucking wheels fall off that bitch.
IBO?
WBA. Oh. Well, IBO too, shit. WBA definitely ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna be like, yeah, we'll just wait for the rematch. Fuck it. We ain't got no champs.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. We're going out to our mastermind in Texas, Big Supermax. Talk to me.
What up?
Next, real quick, you brought up the Golovkin rematch clause deal, but don't forget, that fight was a draw, so the rematch clause went out the window. They had to renegotiate.
Yeah, you're right about that.
True.
Good point.
Good point.
But
he still was Ruiz in the situation. He got more money. He wanted more money.
He got more money.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I gotta say is, although I understand and I completely want Ruiz to keep doing what he's doing, Mike's kind of right. You took that fight, yes, at last minute, but when you signed it, who takes a fight not thinking they're gonna win? So
exactly,
if you really felt like you were gonna win, you kind of agreed. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he shouldn't try to get paid more, especially if all that money's on the table. Fuck that, break me off. But I can understand why this is gonna be. This thing's just going to get ugly in a hurry. And I'm starting to feel like we may not see this rematch by the end of this year. Unless
don't
they just
say that, man. Don't put the energy out there like that.
Hey, remember that other caller that said that? He was like, yo, this fight going to get signed. We going to think it's going to happen. There's going to be a freak accident. Something's going to happen. This fight ain't going to happen.
That was Liz Lowe, wasn't it?
Nah, that ain't Liz Lowe.
That was somebody else.
Nah, I think it's either Edward in Alabama or someone else.
Somebody, right? Yeah, I remember. But they right. They right. So, because look, man, $9 million is good, but that's not including what Andy's taking home after taxes. He done paid his team, and especially knowing what's on the table. Break that man off. Cut it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen all that money that's on the table, I'm just like, damn, Andy, You only got $9 million. About $100 million on the table, and then you taking home 91.
Let me tell you, I was upset yesterday when I seen he was only getting 9. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh, it's damn near $100 million on the table that we know of.
Yeah, and that's and like you said, that's what we know of.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. But that's why him and Al sat down. It was like, nah, man, nah.
I can't blame either party though. To be real with you.
Of course not. Him and Al sat down and said, let's shake these trees. We're going out to, let me see, make sure I ain't got no masterminds and boomerangs out here right here. No. Yes, we do. Got one. We got one.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I keep blowing these beats. I'ma treat him like he's a C+ fighter.
Yo, Mr. PBC, y'all gotta sign the contract.
Good. Nah, man, let's keep it real, man. Eddie Hearn playing games once again with money, treating people like peasants. You know, he's doing that Mr. Candy from that Django and shit. But I want to see the fight now, but I feel like when it comes to Eddie, he always fucks some shit up when it comes to big fights. Deontay Wilder's a prime example. You know, he's not meant for the American public. He's not good at doing this type of shit. He wants that Wembley type shit. He can sell tickets on his Snapchat or some shit. I don't know. I want this fight because I want to see if Andy Ruiz really can do it, and I want to see Anthony Joshua go the path he wants to go. He wants to lose his head. Shit, I want to see it. That's my motherfucking call.
Already, Mr. PBC, thanks for calling in, big dog. Who we got up next?
Donald in Richmond, California. Talk to us.
Rich who?
What's going on? Hey, this is some real crazy shit because I'll be thinking about it, and he actually get in there and win and get the belt. It's like, I got the belts now. Fuck all that shit. We renegotiating. And guess what? I need more money. And if I don't get more money, you never know. I might pull a hamstring. I might hurt I might hurt my arm. I might hurt my back. I mean, who's to say what will happen if this fight get made? You can start talking like that and say, you never know. He might get an injury. You know, who's to say? Maybe I sit down and talk to Al Heyman, and he can hash this whole thing out, and we can say fuck the whole thing, and he's just willing to go to court and cash out the whole shit. He probably can't really think that he's going to get that much. I would think in my mind that the most he might say he would want is 20, but that could be too much. But I'm thinking in the back of my mind, Ruiz might be saying to himself, 9, if you give me 15, we can make it happen. So give me 15. Eddie could be like, okay, we'll give you this. Nope, that's not the number I'm thinking. We'll give you this. You know, he could play that game. But I'm just hoping the fight get made because I think Ruiz will beat Joshua again.
Cut it.
Yo, bring Joseph back on the boomerang. If I was Andy, nigga, I'd tell him, man, give me about $500,000 in Bitcoin so the government can't tax it.
Jabron on the ringer, what up?
Shout out to TBV for all the hard work, and in the words of Mike, smash that like button. My opinion, I think that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn brought this on themselves. If you remember the interview in New York when Anthony Joshua was sitting by that window, he said, you know, I'm the landlord and I come to collect rent, and then if you beat me, you become the man. So when the hell do somebody become the man? Because they try to control the fucking rematch clauses, and this is why nobody want to fucking fight them and get in negotiations with them. And one other note, I'm sitting here reading an article. It seems that they passed a bill over in Saudi Arabia to give these women rights and to be able to travel without men and to get equal rights in workplaces and different things of that sort. So maybe Matchroom and Eddie, you know, knew about some of the politics that was going on over there to try to stage it over there. But continue all the hard work that y'all doing. Shout outs to TBV for life, and that's all I got, fellas.
Bring Joseph back on the boomerang, but real quick, we got 640 watching. We just had Mike Coppinger on, one of the leading reporters in our sport.
Of the world or whatever guests you want us to get on, they don't want to get on a show that doesn't get the numbers, right? So make sure that the numbers are there. You sharing it, you helping it grow, so that we can continue to get you these, top interviews. I was gonna call
So
Bob,
Chris Stevenson,
but I know sometimes Bob acts a little weird. He'd be like, "Oh, that's not even my fighter, so how would I know what he's thinking?" So I'm like, but I wanted to get his thoughts on like, yo, if Ruiz was still your fight, would you let him go to Saudi Arabia? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta catch Bob after he smoke one. After Bob smoke, he'll talk to you all day.
Yeah, let me see. So for Joseph and others like Joseph, right? The way that it works is you got your boomerang, but if there's like a mastermind or a ringer that hasn't gone, I got to go to them before I give you your second.
I figured that there was, you know what I'm saying, what it was.
Yeah,
but
because then I'll be
pound for pound,
them.
like it don't matter, like what you say, right?
Well, yeah, pound for pound goes before Joseph, regardless. So R&B
No, I'm
talks
saying,
to
but
us.
they go before everybody, no matter the line.
Yes. R&B in the nose.
What's up, Will?
What up?
Speak of the devil, he will appear.
Man, this some bullshit, bro. This is why nobody wants to fuck with Eddie, and this is why I say, Eddie, damn, let me get my point. I only got like a minute and a half. Fuck. Now you can talk about shit to me all you want, but look, I'm not. Only reason why I'm saying, man, Eddie is like my nigga. You really want somebody to bust down $9 million, and you just got $100 million check? Like that's you asking for too much. Like they could have just said, you know what, we're gonna throw you an extra $10 million to shut you up, or $5 million, or back in on something. But bro, they be trying to make you bust. They be making you trying to bust down $1 and then say feel special. What? $1? You want me to bust down $1 with everybody and want me to feel special? Like that's why Deontay didn't sign. That's why Ortiz. It's just craziness, bro. You asking for too much. You only get probably 2 mega fights your whole entire fight. You telling me you want the man to go to 2 mega fights in his life and still not cash out no type of money?
Man, you better pick up them goddamn nickels and take your ass on.
See? All right, well you go. You keep doing it, you sheep. And you know why you becoming the sheep more? Because hey, you should have heard Mike the other day. Mike said that Crawford versus Spence will sell more than Pacquiao versus Spence. That's the type of retarded foolishness you dealing with.
Crawford versus Spence will cut more than Pacquiao versus Spence. Because after Spence decapitates Pacquiao, that Crawford fight gonna be huge. No, I always want to call and talk that shit, man. He always want to bash Eddie Hearn, though, but Eddie Hearn just doing what's right for his fighter. He's securing the back. Like at the end of the day, we signed the rematch, right? You know everything that's gonna go on. If I can get a better venue for my guy and get more money, then that's my prerogative. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Your money guaranteed. You ain't got to worry about the next man's pocket, do you?
Mike.
If you were worried about the next man's pocket, you should have did that and be pre-fight of the first fight. Don't do it now.
I don't know why you taking this stance when you know good and well that Andy gonna get what he want.
I know. I'm just a nigga. It's good for the chat. I
hear you because he got him by the balls. There's not much you can do, man.
It ain't like he got him by the balls because at the end of the day, like Eddie and them can take it to court and then sue Al Heyman for their legal fees if they win. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. And how history repeats itself, they will win.
Tyson Fury did this, man. Like once you beat the dude, you won. You won. And you can see from Ruiz's personality, he gonna remind AJ he won. He call him a robot. He uses an emoji. Like, come on. He don't need to fight him again. AJ needs to fight him again. So they better make it sweet.
Apparently not. I mean, if we talking about
because you about to make it about money. You about to make it about money.
About money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what the UK do best. Whenever they see they man can't fight, they man can make checks though. But that's UK, the point. I know you ain't, but you taking that stance. You filling them shoes, and that's okay.
No. I'm not saying that. I said if before legacy, then I agree with you 100%. But if we just talking about making money in the sport, he gonna do that regardless.
I hear you, man. Let me see what we got here. Okay, we got Mastermind Elms in the building.
Yeah, go ahead, Elms. Elms gonna come with that heat.
Yo.
What
I heard deleting shit.
Nah, I didn't delete that bitch nigga's super chat. I put him on 300 sex. I don't know what he talking about. But yo, with the
That's
Tyson
probably
Fury
what
shit,
happened. That because you timed him out, I probably retracted his
yeah.
message.
But nah, I did it before he did a super chat. So if he did a super chat, why he doing it? He know what he's doing, innit? Basically, Tyson Fury, that situation, he got stripped because of a rematch clause. So he had to fulfill that rematch with Vlad. When it comes to Andy Ruiz and AJ,
Yeah, but remember, I'm only using Tyson Fury as an example in the stance that like he didn't go forward with the rematch and didn't lose any clout. As you can see,
but yeah.
As you can see, he came
Look,
right back in the
I don't mind.
game after 2 years and got a super duper American pay per view, something AJ hasn't been yet to do.
I don't mind if Andy Ruiz throws his belts away, he can keep all the clout in the world. But yo, when it comes to this, Saudi Arabia ain't safe. Mexico level 2 as well. So throw that out the window. Andy wants to go Mexico.
Pretty sure
Andy
it's a
wants to go
different.
Mexico.
I'm pretty sure it's a different type of level 2,
Nah,
man.
level 2 is level 2, my nigga.
Cartel ain't nothing to be played with either.
Nah,
them
so
niggas
last I
killing
checked,
DA head off.
so Saudi Arabia got all inclusive resorts, huh?
My nigga, Saudi Arabia, them niggas run their shit. They ain't no one go fighting against the government over there. If they in charge, they in charge. Different. Let me continue.
Nah, they always fucked up. Yeah, you can't smoke weed, so that's crazy.
Andy wants a little bit extra money. He begging, so we're gonna give him a couple million for the little peasant some money over there. And we
Talking peasant, man. Damn, why you gotta be all that?
Use your boomerang, cause they sheep.
No, look,
Hold on.
Only UK dude to be here the whole time.
Listen, think about it. Who used the word peasant?
Deontay, we already know that. Come on, man. It's too easy. It ain't trivia.
So
talking about who? Talking about who?
AJ and them.
No. Talking about Dylan White. And Dylan White is who favorite fighter?
Elms.
Full circle, big dog.
Of course.
Full circle, big dog.
He sees it. He wants to repeat it. But it's whatever. I see you, Elms. You trying. Use your boomerang status, though. Let me see. Make sure I ain't got nobody else over there.
Joe want to use the boomerang.
Oh, wait. I got to see. Where's this guy at? This dude is a dude that don't never press 1.
Did Joseph get his boomerang, though?
Nah, he didn't. We going to Joseph. Where you at?
What up, Bishop Max, man? My bad, man.
Nah. He didn't get skipped or nothing. But he's not on, I don't think. I don't see him.
Okay.
All right, so
610 watching. I need 610 thumbs up.
Talk to me, Edward.
Hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for all the shows today. But just speaking on this contract situation, the thing about it is if he did go into court and say that he felt like it was a dangerous situation, they're not going to enforce that shit. And at the end of the day, yeah, he's contractually obligated to fight him next. Luis can go home and just sit at the house and let his belts get stripped away and not do shit. You can't force him to get up and do anything. So what would be a victory or Luis with no belts? I mean, what Al just get? I mean, I don't see Al doing that, but there's obviously something to it. Him getting a flat fee. If that first number where you guys were talking about 80 million, Eddie's doing what's best for his fighter. Eddie's doing what's best for him. Because if he was doing what's best for his fighter, he wouldn't be having him fight Ruiz again when clearly he hasn't figured out what he did wrong to lose the first fight. This is just him trying to cash him out, and it's obvious. So he's willing to take him anywhere. Whoever pays the most money, he's going to go get. So the reason we get down on Eddie Hearn, because if this was Don King, everybody would swear he was the devil. They talk so bad about Al Heyman, and he ain't even ever talked before. So it's ridiculous. I just want to see the fight, but shit. Get a man $15 million. Eddie Hearn is the master of stopping fights, and we keep on acting like he's doing something big. We can't name one big fight that he's made. I mean, we can't think of one big fight that he made that any of us wanted to watch. So at this point in time, we got to do something. We got to stand up on this.
Yo, he just made Ruiz Joshua too. I want to watch that shit.
Klitschko Joshua, I want to watch. Earl Spence, Brick, I definitely want to watch. Come on, man.
Which one?
But real quick,
he just made Ramirez Hooker. I wanted to watch that.
Real quick though, bro. What if AJ is playing chess, man? Like peep me out, right? What if he already knew that Saudi Arabia was going to be an option, and he knew the level 2? I'm not saying he's this far. I'm just saying. And
I know where you're going with this.
So he throws out, "I'll whoop you, and your uncle could be the referee down in Tijuana." Andy Ruiz comes out, "I'll fight you in Tijuana in Mexico. Let's do that." What is Tijuana in Mexico? level 2. And what do you use in court? If he try to bring that up, that soundbite or that tweet right there. God damn.
I mean, I could see that. I thought you was gonna add bring it full circle and say that's how he gets it back in the UK. You know, because it's like, oh, you don't want to go to Saudi? All right,
Honest guy with you, I don't think Eddie wants it back in the UK right now since seeing a Syfy. I think he's like, shit, we fighting in Saudi, all right? Whatever Andy need, I'm going to give him a little bit more money, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million.
Coppinger said that Eddie is receiving $8 million less than what Dazn is willing to pay for an American Syfy, champ.
But that's the broadcast shit because of the time difference, not because of the actual Syfy. Like if it was in America, they could be getting more money because it'd be a bigger viewing audience.
I thought because he used the word Syfy, so I thought Dazn was paying for an American Syfy.
They're paying for it to broadcast the fight, but it might be a lot less, 10 figures, which is a lot of money. 10 figures less to broadcast because of the time that's going to be on. But Eddie's probably making that up in the Saudi because it's between $40 million and $84 million. Somewhere in between there, that's what they got.
I mean, when I first read the 40, I'm like, damn, did Eddie pocket 46? He giving 40 to Joshua. He keeping the other 46. Damn. Let me go out to Aaron. Talk to me.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
What's up?
You know, Eddie Hearn has brought out here in Cali. Eddie Hearn has brought the era of flat fees. I mean, why isn't it just a split, a percentage? When did he start doing this? Because it's never been this way in boxing. Hardly ever. You just give Ruiz 40%, he's going to be happy, right? So he's already bullshitting. Al Heyman and Ruiz have the leverage. Even if Ruiz doesn't take this fight for whatever reason, he'll come out the winner because just like Tyson Fury, he never lost against AJ, and really Hearn and AJ are going for the belts more than Ruiz because they know the belts give them leverage. So don't take the fight. Let the belts get fractured up. Heyman will promise Ruiz a fight with Wilder for sure, and that's it. I mean, I still think
he'll definitely keep the
personally.
WBA.
I live in Texas. Yeah, well, but if they get splintered up, Wilder's going to have a shot at one of two of those three belts.
No.
What I'm saying is, belts, he's going to have the leverage.
What I'm saying is, if he doesn't take the fight, I think the only sanctioning bodies that strip him is WBO and IBF. He'll be able to stay with the WBA and unify with Wilder.
Perfect. But still have a fight in TJ. I'm in San Diego in TJ, and if you guys come out to Ortiz Wilder in LA, I'm gonna take you guys down to TJ, take you to Hong Kong, take you to Adelitas, and let you see what's really cracking with strip clubs. And it's party time in TJ, man. So I don't know why anyone would not want to have in TJ, because everything and anything happens under the sun in TJ, nigga. TJ is cracking. So you guys want to make a trip? You guys come out to LA. I'm more than willing to take you down there.
He's saying it got to be Tijuana.
Tijuana. Okay, my brother. Yeah, I don't know the West Coast.
Nigga, Adelitas. Strip clubs are cracking, nigga.
Hey,
gotta come down here and see what's cracking, man. I'm gonna show you a tour.
Hey, I'm a sign me up.
Cut it.
Sign me up. I'm
Somebody
down.
fighting down in fucking Tijuana, right?
I don't know who, but we got Checkmate.
Checkmate Boxing. What's the business?
Yo. What's up? Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, Ness? Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, first of all, with the contract, I want to say this real quick. Ruiz can get out of that contract is under the Unconscionable Contract Act. An unconscionable contract is one that is one-sided, that is so unfair to one party, therefore unenforceable under the law. And this type of contract, it leaves one party with no real meaningful choice, usually due to major differences in bargaining power between the parties. I've actually been able to get a couple of people out of...
Can you do that midway through a contract when you already took up the first part of it?
This is a rematch. Well, remember, this just started. So if
no. This started with the first fight. This was all agreed upon
Mike,
on the first fight.
No.
Yes.
Mike, if all of a sudden, listen, what I'm saying is he had less than 40 days to get the fight and you know, to the fight. Everything was so rush.
That
Right?
ain't my problem,
Unconscionable Contract Act. But Mike, I'm trying to tell you, look it up. Please Google unconscionable contract. I've gotten 3 people out of unconscionable contracts. Okay, if it's so one-sided. Okay, and it's deemed because of the party, the influence of the bargaining power of the other party, he can't get out of it. No one has mentioned it. I've put it in the text many times. Unconscionable contract. I 100% he can get out of it. If it's $100 million fight because they got the UK pay-per-view, they got the zone money, and they got the other money from Saudi Arabia, then guess what? Then that's over $100 million pot, and you paying this man $9 million. That's an unconscionable contract, one-sided. No way a person who's holding 4 belts is going to get less than 10% of a fight of that money. Come on, it's an unconscionable contract. So let me move on from that and say this: I told you this is a ploy because the fight is not meant to happen this year. This is how he lowballed AJ. I mean, how he lowballed Wilder. This is how he lowballed White. This is how he lowballs everybody. So this is cause commotion to fracture the situation. I'm telling you, there's no way this fight happens this year, and this is Eddie's first salvo. This is his first ball because he know how are you going to call a contract? Oh, I'm gonna give you this date, and he didn't even speak to Ruiz about it. All of a sudden, come on! I'm just guaranteeing you guys, it's not happening this year. But this is an unconscionable contract that the terms can be reworked. Now, I've gotten 3 people out of them, and it's usually dealing with real estate and things that nature.
Checkmate, boxing.
Did
Yo,
you say it dealt with real estate?
yeah. He said he's gotten 3 people out of him, but I think it dealt with
Yeah,
real estate.
I'm reading what it says. You know what I'm saying? It's a doctrine contract law that describes terms that are so extremely unjust or overwhelmingly one-sided in favor of the party who has the superior bargaining power.
Oh wow, damn,
and
that
they
sounds
are
like it.
contrary to good conscience. I'm
Shout
trying
out
to read
checkmate.
and see.
You've been checkmated, Mike. You've been checkmated.
No. I'm trying. I mean, I agree. They have all that, but I'm trying to see. Does it can it bring a halt or a stop to a contract that was already agreed upon in the first fight, and you already took money from in the first fight?
Yo, the
if
thing is this, Mike. It don't matter. If you drag this out, it ruins it for the other party, so it makes them more liable to settle. It don't matter. This is all part of the game plan. Ultimately, you just got to give Ruiz what he wants because either way you lose. Yeah, in the long run you might win because you get the lawsuit if it goes to that because they'll still give us option to settle out, you know? And it can still be like Rockman where he just is forced to fight. But it drug it out.
That the court has to dictate whether it's unconscionable or not. So if they take it to court, then there may be a reason where.
Which brings me. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, we got super chat from Cass.
Wait. I thought you were still on that. So I want to say. So I said, which brings me to in the beginning of the show. He was like, "Yo, it ain't that type of court." If the court is the one that going to decide, I'm saying the court obviously is going to hear the defendant and the plaintiff, and that's where Andy kicks everything. He can't even bring his wife and kids. Come on, man. But you want to get the super chat?
Yeah, one more from Benjamin Franklin. We talk more business than boxing. Hey, man, boxing is a sport. Boxing is a business disguised as a sport.
Hell yeah. Boxing is the last thing to happen. They fight more on the business side than anything else. All right, we got, alumni.
Mr. Infojo.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Infojo.
presented by my brother.
Yo. First off, everybody hit those thumbs up. TBB is putting in that work. Hit those thumbs up. Yo, shout out to Checkmate for the info on that. But I do think that Andy Ruiz is just posturing for more money, saying that he's in danger by going to Saudi Arabia. Do you know there's a travel alert from those coming to America right now for the shootings in El Paso, so on? But I was hoping that the fight would be in L.A. I hate it's going there. Who would want to go to a fight that you can't have a beer or have a drink, man? I can't see it even being live. I don't care what they showing on TV. Yo, I never had a drink without watching the fight. Or, you know what I'm saying? Yo, but as far as the food, Mike, I did taste some authentic Saudi Arabian food in Long Beach, and it's basically lamb, chicken, and goat and rice, and the shit was bomb.
Was it
that's my
imported?
fault. A lot of this stuff, I did put in surveillance cameras for this restaurant, so a lot of these shit, I used to see the shipping. A lot of that shit would come from overseas, a lot of the spices and stuff. But I thought it would be over spicy, man, but it's actually good. And they use that kind of like pita bread, and the shit was bomb. And the shit was called Open Sesame, you know. But I hope the fight happens. I think Ruiz should get $15 million, and somewhere around that area, no higher than that, but no, you know, maybe 13, 14, but 15 should be capped. You're right about that, and he should get that for going to Saudi Arabia, though. That's my call, brothers. Thanks for the work. Peace.
I definitely agree with that $15 million point.
Yo, it's funny, man. The UK fans are like, oh, you know, you guys.
They back now.
Yeah, but they like, oh, you guys don't want to fight, man. You guys, you know, you're not real boxing fans. Look at you. You telling them to go to court. But that's the difference between us. We fighting for fairness. You guys are calling them peasants. You know, take that. Take these coins.
Boxing is not fair. It's not a fair sport.
And that's why when you got a powerful guy like Al Heyman, you use him. That's why.
I'm saying that's why there's a term A side and B side, my nigga. It's not a fair sport. Shit is always gonna be, unless it is truly a 50-50 fight. It's gonna be always a little bit one sided towards the A side.
Hey Mike, show me an Al Heyman fighter that went into his super fight unhappy. I'll wait. Remember, Trout was his. He got Cotto and Canelo. Laura was his. He got Canelo. Earl, Mikey, Thurman, Pacquiao, Danny, fucking Matisse. I mean, he got 800,000 for Sauka. No. Khan, no.
I'm saying it wasn't a super fight, but that shit put Danny on a whole nother
path.
no,
it put him on the map, but remember, he was underdog. That was different.
Yeah,
that was that Crawford moment, except Crawford fought Prescott and Danny fought Khan. You see the difference? And then
the guy who beat the guy who beat Khan, you're right.
Oh my God, I'm not. You know what? We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. Oh man, that's funny. Yo, it's crazy. Crawford ended up fighting them both. Now that you think about it. Full circle.
Yeah, same way nigga knocked him out.
Full circle. Nah, you heard he said at least he admitted it. At least Crawford admitted it on his social media. He said he hit him with a dick shot, remember? Remember when he was like, yo, let's talk boxing? And the dude was like, yo, that was a low blow. He was like, yup.
You trying to change the subject now on Crawford, bro. We talking about Danny and Khan and Crawford and Preston.
We went to info. We going out to... Let me get to some of these new callers over here. I got Elijah. Talk to me.
What's going on, Elijah?
Yo. You got to unmute yourself, Elijah. On Skype.
Yeah, that's it. I done out. Can you hear me now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I could come at this from so many angles, yeah, but I'm going to come at this from a few. Firstly, you Americans are pathetic, fam. Always trying to dodge this, dodge that, bring this. Just, AJ's a robot, yeah? AJ's stiff. Go fuck the man up twice and then never have to hear about him again.
Twice.
Why you always do... You know what the worst... Another thing, yeah? You guys never make this money in-house, but when you want to fight AJ, you want to say you're getting lowballed. Just take the money, fam. Fight the guy, beat him up and move on. You guys act like pussies. And Younes, you're the type of guy, I know. If your girl was getting beaten up in front of you, you'd run. You're a pussy, yo. You always fucking duck and dodge shit, fam. Get me out of this shit, fam.
All right.
Hey, guess what happened to AJ?
He got beat. Doesn't matter. Go fuck him up again and move on. Stop acting like a bitch, man.
Yo, Elijah, but when have you seen that
Man, he's
before?
big man.
When have you seen somebody have to beat you up twice?
It doesn't matter, bro. He's stiff. He can't box. He's a robot. He's giving you a highest payday and you're still crying.
And that's
my man
why.
Andy Ruiz. My man Andy Ruiz after the fight. Oh, we don't have to struggle no more, acting all this humble shit. And now look at him acting like a bitch. Just fuck him up again and move on, fam.
Hey, man.
All right, you guys.
Take it easy, Elijah, man. Don't bust a blood.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Don't bust a blood vessel, champion. Don't bust a blood vessel. Who we got? Let me see her.
Hopefully we got more like Elijah. Shit.
Yeah, that was some energy, right?
No one can stop me, really.
Oh, there's a king croc right there. This croc has enough power in its jaws to whip my ass right off. Unique in the 6th round, in the 7th round.
Dazn Introductions.
You're gonna be the legend to become a legend.
On the surface, I'm beautiful.
You're gonna be the legend to become a legend.
One of my favorite intros.
One of mine too, yo. Is it because that's horn though? You like it because it's horn?
No, like that.
Yeah. Alex, what up, champ?
Hey boys, now this is a rare moment where I'm actually on your side. These British bitches.
You fighting a crocodile?
Oh my god.
Nah, man, it's fucking Tony P. He had his mic muted. Start over, Alex. Start over.
Let me start. Okay. These British bitches, I love the way that they change the narrative every time it doesn't suit them. At the start it was take the shit money, beat Anthony Joshua, then you have the keys to the kingdom. Now if someone's beaten Anthony Joshua, it's like take the shit money again and you'll never have to hear about him again. What are they going to change the narrative to when he gets beat again? It's just ridiculous. Like Eddie Hearn keeps throwing out these dumb slave contracts, 9 million, 6 million. No one on this planet in boxing, basically, as you said, Ness, has a super fight and doesn't pay up, but Eddie Hearn. And every single time Eddie Hearn puts up some bullshit contract to avoid some sort of fight. We had this for years with Deontay Wilder. It's ridiculous. Every time this happens, the British public come out and say, just take the contract, you have the keys to the kingdom. Now all of a sudden it's, take this contract again, and it's all good, you know? Like, then you'll never have to hear from us again. It's bullshit, man. The only good one coming out of this country is Kell Brook, because at least...
Damn, Australia cut his internet too? Queen got power over there, Mike?
She got reach, man. She got reach. They use pounds too, I think.
Say it ain't so. Alex! Damn. I met that guy in Vegas once.
Got colonized or some shit.
Alex, if you find yourself, let me know.
What else new callers we got? Anybody else new? Like Elijah? Where them UK people at, man?
Well, we got plenty of people, actually. We got AJ. Talk to me.
AJ.
Hey, what's good, man? Hey, I'm gonna be real, man. You can tell the mothers over here fucking trying to talk all that shit over a damn line. You know, half these mothers on here wouldn't have the same energy if they was in front of somebody. That's first off. Two, this a power move, man, on the real. From what I was seeing on the venue and shit, you got less than 10,000 motherfuckers trying to see a fight, the whole motherfucking world and all of the fucking UK and the damn sure man, everybody in the US trying to fucking see. You know what I'm saying? 1 + 1 does equal 2 here. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't add up.
If you ain't got big money, man, you can't come.
No, I get that. I'm not tripping on the venue. It's the fact that the viewing. You gotta understand on this side. We finna see this motherfucker at what, 12 o'clock afternoon, something like that. If it's scheduled the way it is.
That's why Mike Coppinger just said it's gonna be like 8 figures less for the broadcasting fee.
That's leaving money on the table too, man.
You get what I'm saying? It's like the shit don't add up. It adds up on a business standpoint for the promoters and shit. But in terms of the fans, and I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about the UK motherfuckers over here that's in their feelings that want to see their man get their ass busted again. You know what I'm saying? For that motherfucker too, they gonna be everywhere trying to fucking see this motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? The shit just don't add up. So to me, this.
AJ, thanks for calling in. Bo, Bama, talk to me.
I've been on the line. Now it's my time to shine. Shout out to Tybo.
Riddick Bowe, Bo Mack, and Bo Jackson. Who is AJ? Who is Elijah? Who is Edward? Who is Checkmate? Who is Aaron? And who is Donald? Let's try to stall my call, so don't interrupt me while I ball. Shout out to Eddie for making Ruiz famous. Shout out to Ruiz for acting brand new. Shout out to Ruiz for taking the Tyson Fury route. If it was Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, it's the same thing going on. In this case, I believe that Ruiz pretty much acting like Fury with the Deontay Wilder rematch. We take Deontay Wilder's side on when it comes to that. I know the fight turned out differently, but Fury was the B side. Ruiz was the B side. Got blessed with opportunity. When the fight came up and the results happened the way they did, you take the Hollywood route and act like you never got made by the man who made you. It's understandable. Also, shout out to the Ruiz protectors as well. I feel you. Because I can't blame Ruiz, you know. I like to actually talk about fights that's going to happen rather than ones that's not happening. No time soon, anyways. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to the Kovalev and Yard fight. Y'all trying to do something in Russia I ain't never seen a man do before. And let's take out the Russian superstar.
But yes, I wanted to ask you, how often have you seen a site fee in the excess of $40+ million, or even heard of something like that?
I mean, I guess.
And that's why you leave that broadcasting shit on the table.
I mean, I guess I'm not even gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna go. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna go down that road.
Fuck it, nigga. I'm gonna. What's the song called? Old School Road, Old Town Road, or what the fuck it's called, nigga? Let's go.
Nah, it ain't true. It ain't true. It's just it's gonna be the listeners. They gonna be like, oh, here you go again. And you know what? I'm done with that, man. I'm done with that. I moved on. You know, the universe took care of everything. Did it not? The universe took care of it. So like, I'm done with that. We got. Damn, been a minute.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Talking about niggas acting brand new.
Hey, man, I hear a lot of emotional people coming on here. Y'all niggas ain't called in 6 years. Now y'all niggas want to come back around because a fat boy whooped y'all.
Look who
talking. Fat boy went out there. Say what?
Look who talking.
Hey, chill out, man. I've been busy. But you know, these niggas is a little salty because a fat boy went out there and whooped you. And now he want to stun on you. You know, like, shit. It's like when you send a picture to a fat girl and goddamn, now she putting you out on social media. Nigga, you out in the open, nigga. You can't get it back. It's tough out here, man. My boy said I ain't taking that bullshit off. I sit here all year, nigga. I'm good. This nigga sending me money. Y'all gonna be sending me money. It don't matter. He just gonna keep doing appearances. He gonna chill till y'all give him what he want, man. Y'all think he finna just take $9 million while you making what 90 something? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know, he got the Mexicans on his side too, and he got Al on his side. Ain't no way you finna make that man take $9 million after he just whooped your ass. I whooped your ass. Now you want me to take less? You want me to take this little bit of ass money? I whooped your ass. You the one was on your back, all on your knees, crawling around, trying to find your mouth. Hey man, fat boy is up for the win, man. We here. You feel me? And I think it's gonna happen again. Anyways, AJ and them niggas love lowballing people, love trying to play.
Cut it. I forgot Javier made a little money that night.
One night.
AJ, that nigga parlay AJ Ruiz by knockout and Ray Robinson and Josh Kelly draw.
What? He parlayed a draw?
That nigga parlayed like $2 and won like $300.
Damn, that's it for fucking Ruiz by knockout and the draw.
No. He won $1 bet. He was mad at me because he's like, Mike, I listened to you and I only bet $1. I should have put $5 down. Like, bro, you want 300 off a dollar.
That still is great. I know 300 is great off a dollar,
Man,
but
five,
damn.
nigga. 5 would have been 1,500.
Damn. No wonder he been missing, man. He been spending that money out there balling and shit. Time to go to the Boomerang.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks.
10 seconds.
Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And it's a sad day. Andy Ruiz is keep finding excuses to duck Anthony Joshua. First of all, he ducked the UK. He lost already. You ducked the UK. You had the balls, the cojones to sign the contract for the rematch. But you scared to go to the UK. Now you making excuses to come to Saudi Arabia because you know what's going to happen. You know you're going to get knocked out like I seen Rockman in the rematch against Lennox Lewis. You know you're going to get knocked out like Buster Douglas in his first title defense against Evander Holyfield. What's up with all the excuses? I thought he was a Mexican. I thought he was the champion. Last time I checked, he got his ass beat by Joseph Parker. We did the film study on Patreon. Everybody sign up right now. And barbershop conversations, you lying on Eddie Hearn, I'm going to knock your bitch ass out and send you back to the politicians.
Real good. You was doing good.
All right, man. All right.
Doing good to the barbershop, man. Come on, man.
Energy's up.
Barbershop go live too. Get on his shit. Talk bad to him.
Yeah, man. We got a new caller in the 917. New caller. Oh shit.
917. Motherfucker like that at Walmart or somewhere.
Desperado status. We got Stunner. Jersey.
Yo,
Jersey, stand up.
Salute TBV. Salute TBV. I want to touch on this. I want to make an appeal out to the island, and then we can see Wilder versus Konaki, Barclays Center, sold out, split crowd, half for Wilder, half for Konaki. Ruiz Joshua's going to happen regardless, but this is my last point I want to touch on. I rarely, you know me, I don't like the UK. I come at White and AJ a lot, but I want to say something now. For over a year, y'all used to have shows having people call in, making appeals to Wilder to take these flat fees. You guys, not you guys per se, I'm just talking about the callers. So I find it funny how now we have Andy Ruiz, a guy who has half the fights or, 10 less fights than Wilder, doesn't have nearly the type of profile Wilder does. He signs the flat fee offers you guys were encouraging Wilder to take for over a year. And now you guys are calling in saying, oh, no, this is bullshit. Oh, no, don't do that. Nah, keep that same energy. Y'all are encouraging Wilder, calling him a coward for not taking these same bullshit offers. So don't turn around, now that it's Andy Ruiz, and try to say, oh, no, this is unjust. Nah, under that fucking contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't belong to fucking UK. You know what I'm saying?
Cut it. One thing you gotta realize, man.
I get his angle.
But one thing you gotta realize, when guys win titles and they ain't quite sure if they can beat the other champion, they ain't rushing into no fucking unification. They want a hometown fight, maybe a couple of voluntaries, maybe a mandatory, and then take the unification.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see. We got. Let's see. And NYC, who's this? First time caller? 917?
Yeah, what's going on, Dan? This is Mike. I've been calling, but I do negotiate. Not what you deserve. You understand what I'm saying? Ruiz gonna get.
But you gotta understand, though, negotiations took place
listen,
the first
let me
fight.
speak. I only got a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my thing. But listen, if you think $10 million, $9 million is something, that's nothing. If he out of anyone think he gonna get more money, he gonna get more money. Then they try to lose, they try to win. So what that means, let them get their money. It ain't about Eddie Hearn, they sign the contract ain't shit. How many times you sign a contract and end up doing some different thing that's in the contract? It's all about negotiating, bro. And I appreciate the show. I enjoyed the motherfucker. And keep doing your thing, baby. It's all love, TBV, baby.
Boomerang OMV, talk to me.
The only reason why y'all not destroying Joshua is because he not an American black fighter. Because if Floyd Mayweather would have pulled this bullshit, they would have had articles out today, pieces out today about how unfair this is. It's craziness, man. This bust down is 9 million is crazy. And all UK callers, all y'all vaginas, bro. All y'all took steroids last night. I don't know where y'all came from. Y'all got all this testosterone. All y'all vaginas, because I haven't heard not single one of y'all. Only person I heard is Deej. Deej is the only one that's real incredible around here. And Elms old pussy ass, but you don't hear no more because he got a fake brother. But hey, you can't call us. Keep the same energy, and it might be a reason. Hey, Joshua won because we don't have UK callers if they ain't got no man. So I guess they're all full of bitches in UK. I'm out.
Yo, Mike, you
Frank
see,
Joseph,
I'm
Frank
so
Joseph, back.
genuine, B, that I don't even be knowing that my energy's always in sync. You see? Like, that's just me, right? And I'm going to explain what I mean. When Wilder was being offered them whack-ass offers, I was doing show after show. And that's shout out to Stunner for reminding me. Show after show, telling him to take it, And then when we hear Shelly tell us about the rematch and how they dragging, it's like, oh, why the rematch got to be this way? And my energy is like, yo, why I got to beat you twice? Why I got to beat you twice? Then when Dillian said it's like, yeah, now it's not just Wilder. Now you can't just say Wilder's making this up and he's hard to negotiate. Even Dillian White saying it, And then it just came out more and more. So now that Ruiz did take the flat fee I told Wilder to take, I still got that same energy. Fuck your rematch and your 50-50. That shit like ain't nobody beat. You don't control the second fight. I get the contract from, I get that. It's a legal battle at this point. But morally, it don't go down that way. And that's why Wilder never signed. Because how you going to control me twice? How I'm going to beat you and I got to beat you again and I got to do it the way you say? Nah, man, we going to go to court, man.
But he didn't sign, right?
Who, Wilder?
Yeah.
Nah.
Dillian White didn't sign, right?
Nope.
Guess who did sign it, though?
Andy Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, you made your bid, baby. Lie in it.
He is. That dog. He playing that hand that was dealt.
Yeah, I mean,
he still got an ace. He still got an ace in the sleeve.
I wouldn't call it an ace. I would call it. He got a nice pair. He got a nice pair.
Let me tell you something, bruh. I've been doing this, man. You can help me because I smoke, right? Let the chat help me. The world help me. How many times we seen a fight get announced and this happened? I mean, we had posters, hashtags. We had press releases, press conferences. Monday is the press conference. Are they going to settle their problems before Monday? Because everybody was, what happened to everybody was going there Monday?
We already know that they weren't supposed to be at the press conference, either one of them.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. Eddie, so what? Eddie, what's Eddie going to do? Well, we're here to announce a fight that we don't know is going to happen. We're eventually going to squeeze
There's
Ruiz
going to be a lot
signing.
of answers Monday. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And that's all I'm saying is show me a fight of this magnitude, 4 belts on the line, that was announced and then was in question. Just doesn't happen.
I mean, not off top of the head because this is unprecedented, really.
Exactly. So they got to treat this delicately. Got to treat it delicately. All right, we got some more calls. We got a lot of people calling in today. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Plus, it lets us know that you do enjoy what it is that we're doing around here. Helps with the visibility. GT Kid, Atlanta, talk to me.
GT.
Yeah, what's going on, Mike? Going on, Ness? Yeah, I'm glad you just came to me, man, because Mike hit it right on the head. Dillian didn't sign because he felt the contract wasn't right. Wilder didn't sign because he just doesn't want to fight, but that's neither here nor there. Andy Ruiz signed her contract, and so now you got obligations. And if you felt it was wrong, you shouldn't have took the shot. Now you talk about all this, Mom, you ain't got to struggle no more. Whoop-de-whoop, changed my life, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Okay, now it's rematch time. The stipulations for the contract for the rematch are in the original contract. So, I mean, there's nothing to discuss. Take your $9 million. Take the rematch. If you beat Joshua, you write your own ticket. You're the A side against Fury or Wilder or any other heavyweight. You know, if you lose, you lose. It is what it is. But I mean, you still get paid. Now, you don't go to the fight. Don't take the fight. I mean, you're gonna end up in court. You're gonna end up poor. I mean, this is an easy choice, man. If you didn't like it, you shouldn't have signed the contract. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's boxing, you know, and if there's nothing else to discuss. Either fulfill your obligations or take an L. I mean, it's just the only two options.
You finished?
Yeah.
So you done? Bruh, he bugging. He must forgot we in America. This America. It's America. There's a judicial system in every county. He bugging. It don't matter what he think I signed. Like, he obviously ain't never bought nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never argued with his cable company for a pay-per-view that was glitchy, nothing. You ain't got zero negotiation skills.
This
if
ain't
you just
cable, big nigga. We talking about millions of dollars, big dog.
Dog, I want you to keep that same energy when we announcing the show for Ruiz purse going up. Stop falling on this sword.
I told you, I cannot blame Ruiz and I cannot blame Eddie Hearn because I know both of the stances. Ruiz is sitting back saying, fucking $84 million on the boxing? He got what? Then he got the UK pay-per-view? Then he got I'm only getting $100 million that I can see. I'm only getting $9 million. And Eddie Hearn like, nigga, you already signed a contract. That's my stance. I can see both parties, you know what I'm saying, having a valid argument. It's going to play out how it's going to play out. Eddie Hearn's going to have to fork up some of that money because he don't want the fight to be in jeopardy. At the end of the day, that's how it's going to play out.
Then so stop falling on that sword. Stop falling on that sword. They squeezing. They squeezing.
It's going to be Eddie Hearn and the media saying, no, we ain't giving nothing. But on the hush, yeah, he happy, Al happy, everybody happy. Fight going forward.
They squeezing him, and he gonna get squeezed, man. He gotta give up that bread, man. Anybody that think otherwise is crazy.
I just hope Andy don't come in with an unrealistic figure. 25 million, 20 million. Like, bro, you can't get W purse, big dog. Like,
hey, bro, listen, whatever he got the first time, he probably want like, 3 or 4 times that shit.
That shit.
I'm the man now. I got 4 belts. I need 4 times that purse.
In this.
Hey, yo, you know what? I bet you Eddie wish he'd have took that 50 million now.
What 50 million? Shit, he just got 40 million for a site fee.
Oh, is he? Because last I checked, Andy got that shit in Jeopardy. That's what we doing a show on. You better stop. Let me go to Supermax on the. Actually, sorry, Supermax is Elms on the boomerang. He asked for it first. Go.
3 or 4 times that.
Yo. I don't mind like this is all funny because if AJ was getting 30 million, would Andy Ruiz care, or is it because AJ's getting 75 plus? Is that the reason?
I don't think
he's worried.
Yo, remember Ruiz ain't care when AJ got 35 million. Ruiz just worried about his pockets.
because Ruiz didn't complain about this money until the information of what AJ's getting came out recently. It was always where the fight would be. Now that the fight is in Saudi Arabia and the money got shown, he said, "Nah, I need a bit more." Like that's a bit funny. That's on pocket watching shit. And if I don't mind, like for me, it's got nothing to do with me. I don't care how much they earn. I just want to see the fight.
Mike, how do you know that he wasn't the contract that he didn't sign wasn't the day he found out how much he was making?
We saying in the media.
In the media, like you said,
it was already understood.
Like
it was tweeted out that
he knew what he was getting
first
into.
fight was going to be
he knew
that. The second fight was going to be that.
Yeah, all right. So if he knew what he was going to get,
he didn't have no problem with the money. But when it came, he didn't have no problem with the money. It was only the venue. I'm not going to the UK. I wanted to be in Vegas. I wanted to be in LA or even New York.
He never said Saudi Arabia. He never said
site fee come out.
Hey, yo,
he never said anywhere else.
Oh, Elms, you're not listening. You're not listening. According to the information that we have, and not just speculation, Michael Coppinger says that he said he's gonna need significantly more to go to Saudi Arabia. That is the problem. It's not the $9 million isn't the issue. You want $9 million? Give me neutral territory. I'll do it in Las Vegas. I'll do it in Los Angeles. I'll do it in New York. I'll take my $9 million. You want me to go to the Middle East You want me to
Wait,
go
he said.
10
So
hours?
Andy said
They
he
got
don't.
a
He want to
good
get extra to
publicist,
get
so how
those
they
Middle East. Is
word
that what you
shit
saying?
is gonna be perfect. I need more money
Yes,
to
that's
cover
what
the
I'm
Saudi
saying,
Arabia.
Elms. That's what I'm saying, Elms. That's exactly what I'm saying. Read the tweets. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It say Andy Ruiz says he wants significantly more to go to Saudi Arabia. No. That narrative about why he ain't have a problem with the $9 million, because he ain't have a problem with the $9 million. Because the fight was supposed to happen in New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Mexico, or the UK.
Nash, you know as well as I know
What?
the way they come out with these stories and the way they present it to the media, they're gonna have it worded properly. He wanted more money because he's seen what the money came out. It's not for the fight being in Saudi Arabia. It's because
Strictly
of the money
speculation,
aspect.
Your
I
Honor.
need significantly more money to go to Saudi Arabia. Why, Andy? Why do you need more money to go to Saudi Arabia?
What do you
Because
mean?
of what you've seen come out?
What do you mean? Why, Mike? There's only been 2 big time fights: Callum Smith and George Groves, and Amir Khan and fucking Billy Dibb.
They were smooth.
But that's not Joshua versus Ruiz for 4 belts in the heavyweight division.
Beef up security. We'll make sure you.
You want to beef up security? Beef up my check. Why you beefing up everybody else's check? You gonna hire more security? You ain't gonna line my pocket? Man, get out of here. I ain't going to Saudi Arabia. I ain't going to Saudi Arabia.
I thought you was worried about coming to Saudi Arabia, though.
Huh?
Are you worried about coming to Saudi Arabia, or are you worried about your check? Let me know.
Say what? You worried about what?
Are you worried about coming to Saudi Arabia, or are you worried about your check?
No, I'm worried about going to Saudi Arabia for that amount of money. Yeah, that's what he's saying. I can't go to Saudi Arabia for that amount of money. That's not what we talked about.
And you can't go to Saudi Arabia to fight me for $9 million.
Nah.
All right, bro.
All right, look, I've been dying to say this.
Okay.
No, check it out. I've been dying to say.
I quit.
No, listen, I've been dying to say this that we haven't put into perspective, right? Okay. Yard is going 2 hours from the UK for $4.4 million. Okay. Derevchenko was fighting in America for $5.5 million. And he still might be fighting in America for $5.5 million versus Gennady Golovkin now. Jacobs fought in America for $12.5 million with 1 belt. So, yeah, man. Yeah, you got to give me more to go to Saudi Arabia.
Those fights did not have a pre-existing fight in front of it with a pre-existing contract that you already agreed to.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. But guess what? That fight, I guarantee you, Eddie didn't tell him it was going to be Saudi Arabia. That's a big hiccup.
Did Buster Douglas tell Mike Tyson, I need more money to go to Japan to fight you?
Did Buster Douglas tell Mike Tyson? No, he was the B-side.
Who's the B-side?
Not anymore. Don't you get it? Oh my God. Man. Listen, the only thing that they got is a rematch clause, which continues to be less if he gets stripped.
I want to see Mexico put up a $40 million purse bid to sanction the fight.
Why?
That'll tell me that AJ is no longer the A side.
Listen, Mexico don't got to put a $40 million purse bid because Andy Ruiz got a flat fee. So he ain't out here shopping the fight. He got a flat fee. He just ain't going to Saudi Arabia. And if you want him to go to Saudi Arabia, which is very far for him, give him some more money. So it's simple.
All right. That's cool.
I mean, I don't know why anybody is shocked and upset. Like, we haven't seen this before with Canelo. Like, we just seen Sergey Kovalev say, nah, I need more. And say that the offer was almost there. Like, that's negotiations.
That's human nature, bro. Like, you see $100 million on the table and you say, I'm getting 9? Of course, even me. Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean I'm getting 9? Shit, it's $100 million. It's 100 on the table, bro. You think I'm getting 9? And you got 91? You got a 9 with a 1.
Nah.
The fuck? I ain't talking about
Andy ain't getting 9. He ain't getting 9. He gonna get some more of that. They ain't doing all this for nothing. We going out to Supermax on the Boomerang.
What up, Joseph?
His point, and I would be clear the same way. But at the end of the day, for everybody saying you blame Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn is fulfilling his obligations contractually. nobody knew when the rematch when you negotiated a rematch clause for the first fight. I mean, I don't think for one, I don't think anybody on Eddie Hearn's side thought it was going to be a rematch. And then here comes Saudi Arabia throwing out all this money, but like I said, their obligation is fulfilled. We're giving you $9 million, which you agreed to, you signed up for. You said that you felt like you could win that fight, and that's what you would take for the rematch. See, now that's just playing devil's advocate because you got to take morals out of it. This is business. And now, if I'm AJ, if I want to spin it for the media, I'm gonna say that just means Andy Ruiz didn't believe in himself the first time. That's why he didn't care about the rematch clause because he won by accident. I would try to twist that as best I could in my favor. You know what I mean? Say Andy didn't really believe in himself. That's how I know it was luck because now he's stuck with this rematch that he don't want to agree to. But it's just a whole, like I said, I agree with Andy Ruiz for doing what he's doing, but I also can see why Eddie Hearn is doing what he's doing. It's business, man. It's the same situation as Jerry Jones and Zeke Elliott. I'm like, fuck you, Jerry, pay Zeke, but Jerry's Jerry's holding up his end of the deal contractually. So it's just a shitty situation, man.
Goddamn right. Zeke ain't about to get shit.
Cut it. Dwayne, talk to me.
What up, Dwayne? Yo, Dwayne.
Dwayne North. Unmute on Skype.
Going once.
Talk to me. You there?
Hello.
Yes. What's up,
Hello.
brother?
Hello. What up? What up? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Andy Ruiz is stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Yeah. Obviously, he wants more money, but contractually, he can't do anything. He's already, like what Mike touched on earlier when he said about Tijuana, he already touched on everywhere he's willing to go to these zones. He's going to maybe bargain for more money, but even if he wants to vacate, he goes and fights these other competitors. What's he going to get? He's going to be getting $9 million anyway. So he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He needs to take the fight and get beat and go back to maybe get a little Dillian White, something like that. Go back to competitor level because he ain't going to get $9 million nowhere else. Unless Fury or Wilder, and they're gonna want more anyway. So, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I mean, that just sounded real dumb. He ain't gonna get $9 million anywhere else unless Fury or Wilder.
Yeah,
that's two more options.
Yes, two options, but they're fights he could lose, and that's same thing. So he could lose this fight. He's gonna get roughly around.
He could lose any
yes,
fight.
that's
We
what
didn't
I'm
expect
saying.
him
But
to
this
win
is
this
his
fight.
max. This
What
is
would
his max, is what
ESPN
I'm
pay for
telling
those
you.
belts?
This is his max. He won't have them because you have to vacate. Is what I'm telling you. You'd have to vacate because he's not going to take the fight.
And ESPN would get one with Pulev.
Yeah,
Smarten up.
that's not involving him. They don't need him then.
What?
They put that with Fury.
Dude, they sitting back waiting.
Why were they going to invite him? He's a PBC fighter. Put
What
that
you
with
mean?
Fury. It's a vacant
They don't
belt.
have to
It's a
invite him. They're
vacant belt.
sitting back waiting.
Exactly, it's a vacant belt. So they can say, look.
Cut it. Yeah, we got a couple super chats. We got one from Jamie M. In this fight, there is no A side or B side. He has already signed the contract, so he can't change the money. We got one from Benjamin Franklin. If I hear once again that $10 million is a lowball offer, I will throw up. We got one from Kieran Howard. If you already agreed to a fee in the rematch, you can't start trying to turn the tables. That contract was signed. I see a court case coming.
Let the court case come because we didn't agree to Saudi Arabia.
Dude. We got one from AJRX. Respect to H Money for smoking Ruiz and BS Convo for smoke. Oh, BS Convo for smoke. That's a Sunday show. Catch it on YouTube. Those guys do a great job Sunday morning, man. Very, very entertaining. We got one from Louis 69 Big Red Fernandez. Pay the man $20 million. We got one from Go to Peace King. Andy Ruiz will clean AJ's chin anytime, any place. They can fight in Zimbabwe. Same result.
Yo, I was watching Ali today.
The one with Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Tomorrow See
Jamie
you
Foxx played a hell of a
tomorrow.
part too, man.
Yo, he beat the shit out of
Say my name.
George.
Say my name.
That's all you got?
What's that boy? We got one from Andre Diacono, the last one. Ness and Mike, what do you think Andy's percent is of that $9 million? Promoter cut, manager cut, and travel plus taxes. Pay the man more money, please. And don't forget training camp expenses, smart partners. You know what I'm saying? Everything he just spent right now, shit, in the house. You know what I'm saying? He got a big ass mansion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, speaking of mansion, I seen people, Rob, bro, out of all people talking about, I hope he ain't moving to the mansion.
come on, man.
That's bad.
They just trying to be funny, man, online. That's all.
Bad, bro. That's bad. Sheesh. You done with the super chats?
Yeah, that was the last one from Andre Diacono. Big ups to everybody for the super chats, man. We appreciate it.
Let me go to Tony P. What up?
What up, Tony P? Tony P? That shit sound like a motherfucker pimp name, nigga. Like I know a pimp named Tony P.
Pimpin' ain't learned to deal with Skype yet.
I'm plugged in?
You in.
Yo, listen, question. If this fight does not happen, what happens to all the belts?
They get stripped.
Everybody except for the WBA
Wait,
probably was stripped.
Bear with me, Mike. Bear with me. They get stripped and they don't go back to Joshua, right?
Of course not.
Okay, and that's all the leverage that Ruiz got. All y'all people talking about Ruiz don't got leverage. Take the $9 million. No, you know what? If Joshua wants to be lit again, he got to go through Andy Ruiz. So get that man more than $9 million. Y'all are bugging.
Man, come on, man. Y'all gotta be smarter than this, man.
Mike, you know what that
Y'all
road
gotta
gonna
be
be?
smarter than this, though, bro.
What?
Mike, guess what?
How many times have we seen these sanction bodies
don't cut me
put
off.
up their vacant belt for a favorable
Mike,
champion?
Let me finish, and then y'all can cut me off.
All right, go ahead.
Joshua's not getting it's the IBF that's going to ESPN, right? Is it the IBF or the WBA?
IBF.
Okay, and the WBA is going to USIC, right?
Nah, WBO going to Usyk.
WBO.
Okay, and that what? So Joshua got to fight 4 people to get all his shit back?
Exactly.
Nah, bro. Pay Ruiz more money, or you fucked, and that's all the leverage that Ruiz needs.
I've been saying that all show, but Mike acting like that ain't leverage, man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you how she gonna play.
Cut it.
If they strip Ruiz, the WBA is gonna be one of them, and I'm thinking they gonna just tag on with the WBO.
Nah, they're not gonna strip
Joshua for the WBO title. WBA gonna throw that belt along with it, and IBO probably. The only one that's probably get away is the IBO. That's how it's gonna play out.
I don't think the WBA strips them because the WBA relationship with PBC is strengthened now with the pack.
You know how the WBA is? They don't got no, bro. They stripped the motherfucking what's that dude name?
They never stripped AJ.
Whoever, and gave Machado the super champion.
Remember,
you can't strip.
You can't even strip Ruiz from the WBA because he's the super champion.
They've done it before.
What super champion they stripped?
Machado. Was it Machado? Let me see. How does this shit change?
I'll
tell you.
He was the regular, and they elevated Javante.
And they took old boy belt.
I thought they elevated Javante.
Bro, hold on, let me see, man. My nigga Ron be telling me the story so thorough all the time.
But that's what happened. Machado ain't nobody. You ain't gonna get stripped. Andy ain't gonna get stripped. You see Floyd never got stripped. Neither did Thurman. Come on, it ain't gonna happen, bruh. And neither did AJ. It ain't gonna happen, bruh. They never even mandated AJ. They don't. WBA don't mandate. They don't.
How Machado get this motherfucking belt, man?
I know what you're talking about. I heard that story too. But I'm pretty sure if we read somebody was a gold or a regular or an intern, there's no way both of them was super champion. They ain't gonna make that mistake. Golden Boy would have sued him. That Machado's with Golden Boy and Miguel Cotto. Remember, they got a gold belt that we just found out about. Motherfucking Joe Joyce a gold champ. Which one is it?
He fought Jezreel Corrales for a vacant title. Who was that champion before he fought the?
Yeah, but what's the name of that belt though? That's what's important.
The World Boxing Association World Super Featherweight title, WBA.
That sound like the real one.
Yeah, it is the real one.
Sound like no, I'm talking about like the top one, like the.
It is the top one.
Who fought for that?
Machado and Jezreel Corrales, and
And
they
what
stripped
they
my
got?
nigga. They stripped my nigga, and he ain't even lose. I don't know who.
They gotta be an article. Find an article. I'm gonna take a call. Read the article. Stefan, talk to me. Stefan, gotta unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, in this situation here, everyone's saying about the WBA won't strip him. They're gonna strip him because when they have that court order on him, he won't be able to fight, so they're gonna eventually strip him. And plus, everyone's mentioning this whole slave contract thing. Nobody complained when Mayweather used to give flat fees to people to fight him. So I don't understand that.
That's it.
So yeah,
That's it. Okay. He dipped off. I guess that's it. I don't even know if Mayweather gave flat fee. I'm pretty sure Canelo ain't getting no flat fee. So I don't know what this dude talking about. But I'm gonna keep
okay, that's how it happened. They motherfucking Alberto Machado was fighting, and Javante Davis and Fonseca fought for the super belt, and they just threw a Machado the regular. That's how you got your regular against Cancillo.
Yeah, but he was the super.
Yeah, he was a super until Javante fought Fonseca. Then he was a super.
Yeah, but you found an article because I'm sure in an Eidick or Coppinger article, it's gonna explain what happened. Like again, there's no way one guy was a super. Something has to had happened for someone to be stripped of that. Because I'm sure Golden Boy would have sued. Why not sue?
You guess Machado's not nobody.
Nah.
He fought.
White. Listen, Dillian White to the average American thinks that he's nobody, and he was threatening to sue, and it was like people took that seriously. I highly doubt that.
Jezreel Corrales had the WBA super belt. Machado beat him, but they gave him the regular instead of the super.
Why isn't there one article on it?
I don't fucking know. I'm just telling you how it went, nigga. Like the titles don't lie. Like when they're with somebody, they're with somebody.
How do we know that's true though?
If Javante Davis fought Fonseca for the WBA super title without Machado, without Machado losing,
that's what I'm telling you. I can't distinguish the difference between all those WBA titles. So I don't know.
I feel you.
No, seriously.
There's a lot of.
I think it was like 5 shows ago, which could have been just 1 or 2 days ago, where we just found out of Thursday WBA gold. Like that's what Virgil Ortiz is fighting for today. But that's not the interim. That's not the regular. That's not the super either. So like I don't know what they got going on, bro. Brandon, talk to me, Cincinnati. All right, guess he's let us know. I'm in the truck, can't talk. Fahim, talk to me.
I just want to ask the UK callers, where's that same energy at? Didn't the boy Dillian White have a contract with Oscar Rivas about some gloves, and then the next day he came in with some other gloves? Well, how come y'all ain't screaming about honoring a contract then? But now y'all want to talk about somebody honoring a contract now? I don't understand that. And the second to what the other caller said, Andy's holding all the cards because AJ's never going to have a chance to get all those belts in one fight again. He's never going to have that chance. So he has to fight Andy, or else those belts are going to go the 4 wins. They're going to go. He's going to have to fight like 4 different people to get those belts back. And then we all know he can't do that. And the only way that they're going to mandate that some of them belts be for one fight is if he fights somebody like Wilder or Fury. And we know that that's not going to happen because they're not trying to see that fight because they know he can't beat them. And that's my call.
All right. Going out to
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
Come with me
Run quick, see what do we have here now?
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, Ness, Mike,
Yo,
what's up, fellas?
what up?
Man, what the hell is going on out there, man, in the boxing world, man? People are delusional. They're crazy. They're not thinking straight. Man, Andy Ruiz is the heavyweight champion of the world. Who the hell is going to tell him he has to fight in Saudi Arabia if he doesn't want to? He got 4 belts. That's definitely an ace in the deck, right? That's an ace in his hand. I mean, you know what I mean? This is crazy, and I understand the rematch clause. I understand that he has to fight Joshua. Got it. But Staples Center, MGM, okay, Madison Square Garden, even Wembley Stadium over there in the UK. Cool. 9 million, cool, okay. But Saudi Arabia, you trying to take me all the way over to the Middle East? Man, if I don't want to fight there, and then check this out, Andy Ruiz didn't even say, okay, I'm not gonna fight there. All he said was, you try to take me all the way to fuck over there. I want some more money, and everybody's saying like he's saying something wrong. That he got to be stripped. He got to be stripped. He negotiating. That's it. There's nothing wrong with negotiating. So there's no ducking. There's nothing. He's negotiating. And for whoever thinks that Andy Ruiz is not the A side, you better look at those belts that he's holding. Just like Anthony Joshua was shot calling everything with the whole Wilder situation and everything. He was shot calling everything because he had the belts. And another thing, refresh my memory, Ness and Mike. Didn't Ortiz? Were they offering Ortiz like $7 million?
Yep.
Something like that.
So,
Yep.
Right. That was the rumor that the deal he didn't take and everything, $7 million, and they're giving Andy Ruiz 9, and he has 4 belts. Ortiz has no belt.
Cut it.
Definitely right about that.
Bro, I just want to say the WBA is despicable. I've
been telling you that. I've been telling you that, bro.
They don't give a damn.
That's his name is Mendoza. That's the dude I said I wish I could run into.
I would love to interview him too, bro. Let me give y'all the quick rundown. In the article by Boxing saying big up to them by Miguel Rivera, there is a lot of confusion going on when it comes to the super featherweight title of the World Boxing Association. Jezreel Corrales was a WBA super champion at 130. Last October, he was knocked out in the 8th round by Alberto Machado, who captured that world title at Turning Stone Resort in Vegas. However, last Saturday night at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Gervonta Davis demolished Jesus Cuellar in 3 rounds to capture the WBA super featherweight title. Many were under the impression that Davis was capturing the WBA regular version at that weight. It appears that Davis was winning the super version of that belt. Machado was somehow downgraded to regular status when he was ready, willing, and able to fight Davis. To make matters worse, Cuellar was moving up from 126 and had not fought in 17 months. I ain't gonna read no more.
Well, that's why you gotta always read, because it says, to make matters worse, it appears that it might be claimed by the sanctioning body, and I'm using brackets by saying WBA, that Machado never actually captured the WBA super title. If you recall, Corrales failed to make weight for the contest, and Machado fought for the vacant belt. It's now listed on various online records that Machado fought for the vacant regular belt. And
Come on, man. I'm sorry.
And previously, the records appeared to state that he was fighting for the vacant super belt. There are also issues with Machado making the mandatory defense against Rafael Mencha, who is promoted by veteran promoter Don King. 2 purse bids have already been pushed back because King refuses to move forward under the terms of the WBA monetary split. Machado is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions and Miguel Cotto, like I told you, and the WBA made a super champion title when the champion of the organization is Alberto Machado, and he's available to fight with anyone and is not injured either. What is the explanation of the WBA? For that, we have been working with the lawyers in Golden Boy. A letter was already sent to the WBA president, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, revealed Hector Soto, Vice President Miguel Cotto Promotions, to Carlos Narvaez. What we want is for Machado to fight and defend the title he won in a good fight. 2 purse bids have been postponed by Don King, who refuses to accept the mandatory terms of the 75-25 split, instead wants 50-50. I know you want in. I just want to remind everyone that this is the same WBA that sanctioned Daniel Jacobs to get more than this very same mandatory 75-25 for the challenger. So Don King's just trying to lobby what y'all did last year. That's what happens when you give favoritism.
All I'm saying is, man, even though the man didn't make weight, that's not my fault. There's no way that you should somehow downgrade it to a regular title defense. And he was y'all champion, right? So let me fight for that belt put on the line. If he wins, then it becomes vacant. But he didn't win. I knocked him out. The champion, I knocked out. Wasn't no go to the cards. I knocked him out. I should get that WBA super title. Not Gervonta Davis, who's fighting a guy coming up from 126, not at 130, who's been out 17 months. 17 months. Should not get elevated to super over me. That's my stance on it. But if you did disagree with that, then I feel you.
All right, we got who we got. All right, we got a new caller. I'm gonna go with Sid. Sid, you there? If you've been waiting a while and you don't think your name is Sid, and you've heard me say your name, then you know I'm not talking to you. But if you haven't called in, but you know your name is Sid, but you've never called in, I'm talking to you. All you got to do is unmute.
No Sid?
All right. In the meantime, Stone Boxing. Stone Bone Boxing.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
Hey, Mike. How much did Ruiz say he wanted to go just to go to UK? How much money did he say he wanted?
50 million.
50 mil.
Okay, so you telling me he should just say, "Oh, well, damn, it ain't the UK, so I don't want no more money." Stop it. Even when
Bro, when he said the 50 million, he knew how much he was gonna get. Don't let him fool you by saying what he want when he already know that it's already pre-negotiated.
Hold on. Did you not see Eddie Hearn right after that? Eddie Hearn said 50 is absurd, but he is entitled to more money if we're gonna fight outside of America. His exact words.
How did we know $9 million? I know more money than he was gonna get.
Listen, I know some of our viewers, the people who be hating on the LDBC, but Fred grilled him about that, and he stated it. Hey, that's an arbitrary number, and anybody who's ever handled business, I done been in a situation. The judge will say, hey, if you went from a $10 situation to 100 million or 10 million to 100 million situation, you got to renegotiate in good faith. If not, then the person with the belts has all right to walk. And there's no guarantee. They didn't strip Keith Thurman. He faked injury. Or I don't want to say he faked injuries, but he didn't fight for 2 years. He didn't get stripped. The WBA book, their guidelines said the super champion does not have a mandatory. You, as a super champion, there is no mandatory. You're not mandated to fight nobody. If you're the regular champion, you have mandates. But a super champion for the WBA does not have.
Cut it. Good call. Stone Bone Boxing. We're going back out to Sid one more time. You there? Unmute. In the meantime, Brandon, talk to me.
Yo, Ness, yo, Mike, what up? I didn't even get to hear the show, really. My son had another football game today. They won again, so salute to my little man. They keep getting these dubs.
That's what's up.
As far as this shit goes, I mean, I don't knock Andy Ruiz for asking for more money. I mean, he see how big that pot is, so it's only right that he asks for more money. But Eddie Hearn ain't obligated to give me shit else, really. I mean, at the end of the day, if the contract was so shitty, why did you sign it? If your team's so good, why did y'all sign for some like 60-40 on the rematch if I win? Why did y'all agree to these shitty numbers that y'all crying about now? I mean, I don't understand that. They don't have to give you nothing. I mean, what's the alternatives for not taking this fight for the $9 million? Spend millions of dollars at going to court and not fighting at all, getting fat, getting the belts taken from you. The things that the belts are the reason why you're getting these paydays anyway. So you're gonna go to court, spend money, lose the belts, and not be making money. So I just say, man, suck it up. I mean, ask for more money. If they can't give it to you, then go ahead and make the $9 million, beat him again, and then you call the shot. I mean, I'm just tired of the complaining. First it was I don't want to fight in the UK. Now that they ain't putting the fight in the UK, they put it in Saudi in the neutral. Now you complain about that. Now you want more money. It's just like, dude, I mean, you agreed to shit when you signed the contract. I don't understand. I mean, that's how contracts work. I mean,
Cut it, cut it, cut it. You stay stuck in that contract, man. Final thoughts, man. Ruiz out here showing he boss. You know, they wanted in the UK. He said, I need 50. So Eddie scrambled. He had to look for different locations. You know, y'all keep thinking Ruiz ain't in control, but a fight that was announced is in jeopardy. A fight that was announced is no longer being announced, you know? So I don't know, man. Ruiz looked like he in control to me. He definitely shaking that tree. And I know what's going to fall from it. Money. Money going to fall. You know? That's what's going to fall from it. Because let me tell you a little story. How easy it is for Ruiz on this 2 years. Let's give him 2 years, Mike. 2 years. 2 years in court. 2 years litigation like Mikey. Let's throw 2 years at it, right? Fuck it. In 2 years, Kurbet Pulev goes and fight Adam. Adam beats the shit out of him because he old as fuck. He farting dust right now. Adam beats the brakes off of him. Him and Wilder unify in the Barclay in front of 20, maybe 17, 20. You know, the best man win. You know, I'ma still ride with my man. No disrespect to Adam, so I'ma say Wilder's gonna win. By then, you know, Andy done been coming out of litigations. He ain't ready to fight Wilder, but he coming out of litigations. You know, we're gonna throw him that Areola fight Mike loves so much, and then Wilder gonna be fighting, you know, Fury maybe, somebody like that. Then Andy back, and guess what? Al Heyman, I owe you. I owe you, Andy. You want your shot? Go get it. Mexico versus Wilder. Let's get it. It's easy, man. Bruh, like, the one that can't win them titles back is AJ. How he gonna get all them belts back? Tell me. If them belts get dispersed right now, let me tell you how these rankings set up. Let me show you how these rankings set up. Ooh, man, and these rankings been changed. Dillian White not even in WBC rankings no more, right? I've been told he been dropped
He's
for the
an interim
IBF and
champion,
the
but we know that
WBA.
his status is placed on suspension right now. So
No, but I've also been told that he was dropped from the IBF and the WBA.
maybe because he came interim
Yup.
champion.
Look, WBA already got older with Wallen at number 4. Dillian White's no longer there. Let me see the IBF. Last updated. Damn, this is updated July 3rd. So this one is old. Where's White? White ain't even in these though. White ain't in the IBF. Holy shit. Let me screen shit. Okay. He was number 4. Remember when we did the show? Yeah. That's why. Remember, it was Dimitri like, nah, Oda Wallen's number 4, and he sent me an updated screenshot that day. But so yeah, man. I mean, AJ's route is the WBO, right? Because Eddie got Alexander Usyk, who'll fight like Fury for that shit or something, you know. AJ could fight Oscar Rivas. After that ordeal, I'm sure Eddie's gonna be offering Oscar Rivas some fights to keep him chill. Damn, Dubois is ranked number 8 in the WBO already. He coming. In the IBF, look, you know, AJ's number 6, but it's gonna take some time because he got Adam there. I mean, he'll get there quick. Vacant is number 2, so he'll end up fighting. He can fight his sparring partner, Adja Cabell.
But like $9 million ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like even if you get up to $15 million, like you gotta be happy with that. Cause again, You wasn't making these kind of checks at first. You ain't been on no free, no wild, or no even Dylan White level. I don't know how much you was making over at top rank, but apparently it wasn't enough to have you over there happy.
Neither was Fury till he fought Vlad. And let me
That's
tell you
true.
something else. When Fury came back, he still made more than this, right? He was donating more than this. All right?
They say he donated his whole wider purse.
All right, then. And Fury then did exactly what we telling Ruiz to do with Wilder. Didn't sign the rematch. Said fuck that rematch and went and got a bigger deal. Same thing that Ruiz could do. Though he got the win already. It's over. That they can't erase that. They can't erase that. Just like Marquez, he never gave Pacquiao a rematch. You can't erase that. You can't erase it.
Them some big dice to roll if you want to come back. Let's just say you want to come back to PBC and do like Fox pay-per-views. That's a dice because we all know you ain't gonna fight Wilder your first fight back. You probably fight like Ariel or somebody. That's go ahead.
Bruh, they gonna put him on Rogan. They're going to put him on Good Day.
Been on Rogan.
Listen to me. They're going to put him on Rogan, Good Day America, the Fox show. Yo, what happened? You were scheduled to fight, man. Yo, these fools, instead of doing it in L.A., instead of doing it in America, he going to tell everybody to say, listen, Mike, you and me could lie and go back and forth for radio, but like, no American believes that the fight should take place anywhere else besides in America. No one that lives in America, okay? No one that lives in America, regardless of nationality, is talking about this fight should happen in the UK or in Saudi Arabia. Everyone is still hung up on, I ain't coming to partake, I'm coming to take over. I'm the landlord. I'm charging rent. All that. We are a different breed over here, so the shit you talk, you got to back up. So fighting in another country, that's not what we want. We don't want that at all. So we going to back up Ruiz when he get on Jimmy Kimmel and say, man, they stripped me, fool. They stripped me. They ain't want to see a Mexican be the champ. They had to strip me out the ring. They can't beat me in the ring, fool. Tell him come fight me. He want to take me to Saudi Arabia. Come on, dog. Like, we going to back that story. We going to back it. Only UK dudes now. I'm sorry. I know you want to talk.
But no, I'm just saying, like, just put on your fucking thinking cap, being American and all. Like, we know how shit play out. We seen Joshua get beat up, literally beat up. You think they not gonna do everything in their power to make things in their favor? Okay, you don't want to in the UK, but we ain't coming to America. Eddie Hearn been saying that like weeks ago. Not even like he been saying that. He don't want to fight. If I was in charge of things, I don't want to fight in America. I would do it in Cardiff. That's what he said from day one. Day one. You really think that they want it in the America? So we knew that already going in that this fight was probably not going to come back here.
More grounds for Andy to get out this deal. Simple. Your whole campaign was based on coming to America.
Campaign and contract, two different things.
I hear you, champ. But that contract obviously ain't worth shit. Yesterday we had a signed fight. Today we ain't got a signed fight.
Who said it was signed yesterday?
Bruh, anytime you put out all that paraphernalia, posters, fucking press releases, videos, nah, man.
Or maybe it is signed because
they thought it was done.
Oh
no, it ain't signed because Andy Coppinger spoke to Andy and Andy says, I ain't signing that shit. I ain't signing for Saudi Arabia unless they significantly give me more. And he ain't signing. And then guess what happened when he said that? Magically the hashtag disappeared and all the PBC promoted banners were gone. Poof. Cause we ride with ours, man. You need to ride with yours. That's all I'm saying. We going out to H Money on the Boomerang. Talk to me.
Damn, shots fired, huh? What the fuck?
I mean, the UK ride with theirs. You don't seeing it. They don't give a fuck how they take it.
I'm seeing the logical perspective of a businessman.
They don't care how
they take it. You sign a contract and you bound to that contract until it's over with.
Hey H, you talking on the Boomerang or you over there arguing in a Skype chat, man? This dude argue with everybody.
Once you a trucker, bro, I know. Once you a trucker though?
Yeah.
So you telling me, let's say you got a deal, it's paying you $1,500 for this run. You fuck around, get there and see they making goddamn me $300,000 for that run. You're gonna say, "Hey, know what? I ain't bringing this shit back. I need more money, but before I come back."
I mean, I could say that, and guess what they gonna do?
They gonna go hire somebody else.
Exactly.
But you ain't got. But you still. I guess, man. Fuck out of here, bro. But this cause
you
the
can't make him fight, Mike.
Yeah, the analogy
you can't
don't
make him
because
fight.
he got titles and you ain't got no titles being a trucker.
No, but it still boils down to you can't make nobody fight. You can't make them fight. Annan, talk to me. Annan.
Yeah, what's going on? How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. What's up, brother?
Yeah, no. Saudi Arabia seems like an interesting venue for this big fight. I don't know. Can you see? I kind of feel like Josh was more up for this fight than he's ever been for a long time. Can you not see the change in his energy?
Everything is on the line now he has a reason to be up for a fight. He said in his JD interview that he wasn't up for it because it's Andrew Ruiz. Now he has a reason to. So
yeah,
see how this shit plays out.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit scared for Ruiz now, isn't it? Because Joshua really wants to knock him out now, So it's like
for Ruiz, because the same amount of pressure is on Ruiz. He got to prove to everybody that it wasn't
tell
a fucking
yourself
fluke.
whatever you gotta tell yourself, man. Build
this
yourself up,
UK have got this. UK have got this already, isn't it? Like, UK guys are gonna show.
Bro, the saddest thing is that I believed you guys June 1st. I didn't pick Andy. I feel dirty. I feel dirty.
Yeah, but there was no, because he was thinking about Wilder, and everyone was asking about Wilder, and he's dodging Wilder
because
and all that.
what I love about you guys, I overlooked. And that's what I love. I love that regardless of skill, you guys ride with your guys. You die on that flag. I should have rode with my guy. But now I'm riding with him, unlike Mike. Fuck that. Riding with my champ. I got two champs. Wilder and Ruiz.
Yeah, listen, the way I see it, Joshua was thinking about Wilder because he really wanted to knock out Wilder. But now...
Cut it.
Head case, champ. Head case. Remember, minute and a half, though. Head case, man. Whenever you in the second round, you ain't even get knocked down yet, and you got visions of Wilder? Something wrong, man. Yo.
Nah, baby, you don't see no fear in my eyes. I ain't scared of no man. There's no man I'm afraid of ever on this earth. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't born like that. It wasn't applied in my heart, baby. This is what I do. No man can ever say he looked into my eyes and seen fear because fear don't exist there. There's no home for fear in my heart. The things I've been through, the shit I had to go through,
Brother
fear
Wilder.
don't exist in my heart. You better ask about me. That's it.
Preach.
You better ask about.
You sound like a prophet, Brother Wilder. You told us years ago. Yes, he did. Amen. Could I get it? Amen.
Amen.
He making that boy look like a prophet. I said AJ made you look. Hey, Mike, I said AJ made him look like a prophet. Telling you, boy. Jemmy, talk to me.
What up, Jimmy?
I'm just here. I'm just in the chat. I'm not here to talk.
Oh, man. H Money brought him in to argue in the chat. They in the Skype chat arguing, man. Rule, let me find out you ain't talking either. You on some H Money in the gang fighting in the chat shit. Oh, man. Rule, they got Rule in there, too.
I'm not talking to anybody.
You here to talk or you here to in the chat with the
I'm here to just voice a quick opinion on this, and I'll leave it at that. When I first called in after the AJ Ruiz fight, I said, don't be surprised if Al Heyman or something happens with this rematch negotiation, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening.
It was Rue.
So
it was Rue who said that shit.
I said it was like, listen, Al Heyman has all the belts now. This guy is about to throw his weight around, and that's what we're seeing. So hopefully they can work it out, but I would not be surprised if they will just play the waiting game. They know they have AJ and Hearn by the balls, and that really sucks because the longer they wait, the more those other guys are going to hurt. So it's not looking good, but I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but that's my call.
All right, Rule, thanks for calling in. We got H Money finally on the boomerang.
H Money, man. You catch more bees with honey than you do with motherfucking vinegar.
Hey yo, man, it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait to watch the rematch. The first fight broke records. 13 million views on YouTube. Ness, you can't name another fight. No matter what you say, you can't name another fight
Yo, but
that
that
got
ain't even
13
a
million
fight.
views. Now answer the question.
That ain't a fight
Stop ducking
though.
the question.
That ain't
Stop
a
ducking the
fight.
question.
That ain't a fight
That ain't a
though.
fight. That was a heavyweight unified
Nah,
championship
I tried to
fights you
find it.
talking about. I know you ain't talking about them PBC fights
Yo,
that ain't a million pay-per-views since Canelo left. Let's talk boxing since you want to talk boxing.
yo. First of
And
all,
not, first of all, you got barbershop conversations ducking me. And you
come on, man. We not gonna talk about barbershop. So the thing is, he said the fight got 13 million views, but I was looking for the fight on YouTube. It's not there. They got
It's gone.
highlights.
Gone. Yeah, it's gone now.
Highlights got no.
They pulled it
Highlight got
down.
13 million views.
Oh, okay.
Highlight ain't no full fight. Full fight's on the DAZN app. So Mr. H Money, Mr. DAZN, he's been giving false information. The highlights got 13 minutes. Totally different than the fight. You know, somebody sitting there watching the whole fight is totally different. So what he said something about pay-per-views? He said, who did a
Hold
million
on,
since
man. Give him one more
Canelo left?
chance, bro. Do not come out here dissing other YouTube channels, bro.
Yeah, man. Go to their channel with that. Yeah, you gonna finish your call or you only got
yeah, saying what's up, Ness, and I'm hearing you that I'm hearing a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm gonna keep it boxing, but you defending other niggas. But when people
I'm
call
not
about me every
defending,
day,
man.
you don't
I'm
say shit.
oh
Keep that
man.
same energy, nigga. With Andy Ruiz, nigga. Where the fuck you at? Keep that same. You a boxing fan or what? Keep that same energy. You told me to keep it boxing. I could go other ways. I could talk about you being a snitch. Let's talk about you being a
You
snitch.
mad at
Let's talk
me?
about
You mad at me?
nah.
You
Let's talk.
mad
Let's be
at me?
real. You mad at me?
You mad at me?
You money. I'm spending money with you.
You
You
must
mad
be
at me?
mad at me.
Nah.
You
I'm
mad at
keeping it
me?
real.
So you
Stop
mad at me
ducking me.
because everybody coming
Stop
at
ducking me.
you. You mad at me
Stop
because
ducking me.
everybody coming at you.
Ducking
How
me.
could we
I'm
duck you, H
exposing you.
Money?
I'm
H Money, how could we duck you? You ain't never been nowhere. I'm here and I go everywhere. Like you can't talk that crazy shit to me. I'm here every day and I'm everywhere. So, you know, nobody could duck a dude that ain't never been anywhere. You haven't been seen. You're on photo. Like, stop it. We got Sid. Talk to me.
What up, Sid?
Sid. That's it. Well, that's the last caller.
My final thoughts, man. Look here. I can see both sides of the argument, man, when it comes to Andrew Ruiz want more money. And I can see the stands, the hard stands that Eddie Hearn might take. But I know at the end of the day that it's going to be tough for them not to say say yes to Andy because they want the fight to happen and they want that big side fee, so they might have to chalk up a little bit more money. So that's probably how it's gonna play out. Eddie Hearn probably do a interview next week. Sit down with Coogan where we'll get more answers and hopefully get some more answers at the press conference coming Monday. But yeah, hopefully we get this fight, man. I don't want to go into next year not knowing or not seeing the rematch of Ruiz and Joshua too.
Yeah, we got Southside Deucey. Talk to me.
Please keep y'all same energy come Border Wars. I can't wait to meet you. TBV for life. LDBC the fuck up. New media hashtag that.
All right. Final thoughts. Ruiz is pulling that ace in the hole, man. They're going to try their best to milk the situation. I don't think Saudi Arabia. Look, I mean, look how shocked we were, you know, to hear Saudi Arabia as an option, and let alone when it got finalized. So I'm sure that was never in his mind when that rematch clause was signed, and that's what they're gonna have to pay for. That was just never a thought. And I think that there is a difference. Everyone's saying, it's neutral territory and acting that like it's no different than the UK and the US. I mean, there's a difference, right? You're muted. Mike, you're muted.
I was saying, coming to the when it comes to the time difference, that's a huge advantage for AJ because we all know Ruiz is like 10 hours behind the Saudi time, so he has to go over there. Like Ned said, he might have to go over there like a month earlier just to get accustomed to things and how the food and bro, you don't even understand. Like the water could be different. You know what I'm saying?
That's
The
why
water
you need more
in LA,
money, Mike. That's why you need more money.
So what now?
That's probably why you need more money. Camp expenses more.
Yeah, so you got to bring other shit over, and I can see, like I said, I can see both sides, but I see it playing out. Eddie and Matchroom or Dazn are going to be chalking up just a little bit more money to Ruiz, and if you're Ruiz, you may want to say, "I want a piece of the pay-per-view buy," or "I want a piece of the site fee." You know what I'm saying? Get a percentage of both. Actually, give me $2 million for the site fee, and let me get the pay-per-view back in, say up to 25% or something like that. It's all kind of ways to build up that money.
Yeah, but the bottom line is they got to build up that money. Can't wait to report on it, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We will be doing a live fight chat for Virgil Ortiz. What time that starts? 7 o'clock Eastern right now.
The card already started. Let me make sure we got no more super chats. Let me no more super chats. Let me go to the zone. I think the card already started though. Let me see what we got on this motherfucker.
Well, all right. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Yes, it started.
Yeah, they said